start something?
I'll start it with you, Josh.
May the 4th be with you.
Come on.
May the 4th be with
Are
you.
we doing that again?
Yeah, boy, oh boy, it is your
I
fourth.
feel like we should mention Colin Firth at some point,
Oh, yeah, he's hot.
because he would be cast Firth.
I love that guy.
So we should have done May 1st be
May Firth be...
The Firth be Firth? Wait a minute.
May
This is
1st be first in all of our
something's going to
hearts.
go wrong here very soon.
Hello, Christy.
Hi, chick.
Hello, Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby. Willie Griswold on assignment. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
I can't help but notice Josh is sitting in that beautiful IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair.
That's right.
Oh, that's right. And right in front of him is one of those beautiful roses from Steven Singer. Oh, yeah. Mother's Day. Just reminding you, fellas. You hear me out there? Don't be the one. Don't be the guy coming on Monday. Well, I forgot it was Mother's Day.
10 days. You have 10 days.
Yeah, if we had a doghouse, I'd be sleeping in it. Unfortunately, we don't, so I'm sleeping on the couch. And
Do
the TV
dogs
didn't
ever
work.
sleep in doghouses?
Sure.
I've seen it.
Didn't I just read, who was it? Was it Oprah Winfrey that just built a $700,000 dog?
It was
No,
Mrs.
it was
Pat.
Miss Pat. Just built
I can
a
see
six-
where the confusion came in.
You know something, I'm going to leave now. Remember, I was sick that day. I was not here.
And,
Right.
The 600 square foot facility for her dogs also has a washer dryer.
Yeah, but that's not a dog
Refrigerator.
house. I'm talking about like those things you see in people's yard.
It's a dog home.
Yes.
A lot of times, Christy, I've seen them like half, like their heads are out of the dog
okay.
house. And they're
It's out of the sun.
yeah.
I've just like never seen a dog in the dog
Here's
house.
Mrs. Monkey.
Your dog.
My golden retriever will not sleep in a bed if I don't lay down in it first. And I'm talking a dog bed. If she gets a new dog bed, she doesn't care for it. Is concerned about it to the point where she might be mistaken for being scared of it.
So then you have to.
So I have to go lay in the dog bed
Isn't this nice?
and go, oh, I'm over here and stuff like that.
Or maybe
Here
it's
she
your
comes.
smell that she wants in her bed.
You think?
Yeah.
No. I don't think it's any of that.
What do you think?
I don't think she's afraid of that thing at all. I think she knows damn well what she's doing. And watch this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like I'm afraid.
She tells her dog friends, wait till you see this.
Old Jack is going to roll around in my bed. I got this guy trained.
Tomorrow in the Dog Daily News,
He also picks up
idiot owner lies down in dog bed
he also
again.
he also picks up my crap.
Can you believe it?
Yeah.
No, I have the opposite of that, interestingly enough.
What do you mean?
Well, kind of. I don't know where we found this thing, but looking through some internet catalog, whatever you call them, and they have a dog bed for humans. Have you seen this?
Yes.
It's not a bad idea. Some of those dog beds.
It looks like it's an oval, like an oval. This is my 7-year-old daughter got this, so
Oh, cool.
it goes on top of her bed. So
Oh, it
instead of
does?
sleeping on her bed, she can sleep in a dog bed.
Oh, okay.
It looks like a big furry donut,
Sure.
oval-shaped
Yeah,
donut.
right.
So she thinks it's the greatest.
Well, good for
That
her.
is fun.
Hilarious.
Bet you're sleeping soundly.
My crazy 2-year-old dog saw a painting of her and freaked out the other day.
Started barking at it.
Yes, scared to death. She's like, "What is it?" Yes, I had painting. Josh bought me.
That thing where they go around the corner and the window's like a mirror. All of a sudden, and they back up. They come back.
Yeah.
That dog keeps showing up.
But that painting had been in the same spot for a year, and she just noticed it. It was weird.
Yeah.
She's
my
crazy.
dog. She's fine with storms or somebody knocking on the door. Absolutely fine with it. But she's terrified of wall hangings. Boxes being delivered. If I bring a box in, she runs right to her bed. She does not want anything to do with any deliveries.
Oh.
I don't know if she's worried I'm going to ask her to tip the guy. I don't know, but yeah, she's concerned about the weirdest thing.
You ever do the thing where you finally get your dog to calm down? Everything's great. You come back from the walk. You've got her lying down. Everything's cool. Turn the TV on. Like 3 minutes in, a dog barks on the TV, and then chaos reigns. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got to train them better. Okay. Coming up, we have some cool stuff in the news today. Very excited about this. And speaking of dogs, we never got to this yesterday. A serious problem in the world of dogs involves dogs lapping up marijuana joints and what do they call them? The gummies, the edibles.
Oh.
It's actually a serious problem among veterinarians. They're talking about being careful.
I saw that online yesterday. A woman was concerned her dog would not get out of its bed, and it turns out the dog was high AF.
Well, you do not. There was always that a-hole in college. Look at this, shooting a bong in the dog's face. Fortunately, the
Let's
guy
give the dog a beer.
Yeah, those people are morons, and let's hope that they die tragically. But the point is, do not give your dog whatever pot. But the what is it? The Prevention to Cruelty to Animals Society did a press release about this yesterday. I think it was.
Mm-hmm. We have it.
Oh, we have the story. Okay, we'll get to that. But people do not give your dog marijuana products.
Well, the problem is a lot of dogs go outside and they're walking or whatever, and they pick something. You've walked your dog, and all of a sudden they pick something up off the side of the road, and you're like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
So is it becoming a problem in places like Colorado?
I think it's in New York City.
New York City.
Okay,
Veterinarians warning discarded marijuana joints posing a hazard to pets. In places like New York City, users can smoke cannabis in the open, so as a result, more dogs are eating discarded joints and edibles, which has caused a steep rise in poisonings. The American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals reports over the past 5 years there's been a 300% increase in marijuana poisoning cases.
That makes sense.
My buddy who lives in New York, I was talking to him, and he knew that he had a problem when he came home one day, and his dog had a Bob Marley poster with a black light on it. In his doghouse. Yeah.
Well, that's serious. A very serious issue.
That's a tell. Yeah.
So, as Nancy Reagan used to say, just say no. Bad dog. Sit. Yes. And what was your take on Nancy Reagan and the Just Say No campaign?
Just say no, thank you. Bob always said that.
Yeah. Be polite.
Yes.
Above all else, be polite.
Knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bong.
No,
don't do it. So that's the whole point.
So this wasn't a serious thing at all.
It is serious.
I see what you've done.
He's making fun of serious.
Yes, that's 3 jokes in a row of a very serious matter. How dare you?
How dare you, sir?
If you do see, what do they call them, roaches on the streets, please send them to Willie G's Weed Recycling. But I guess this is in New York. It's a big thing. So, Pat, I saw you get your guitar out.
People are smoking cannabis in the open a lot lately, Everywhere I go, it smells like weed. In the grocery store, it's guaranteed. Even standing in line at the BMV, everywhere I go, smells like weed. Take my son to school. It's marijuana I smell. I smell pot at my hotel. Ganja's in the air on every street. At the gym in my church, smells like weed. My hair and my clothes smells like weed. Maybe I shouldn't smoke so much weed.
You ever notice that thing? You'll be driving, you pull up next to a car.
Yes, that's exactly what I was going to say.
It's like people who pick their nose in the car. They don't think you can see them through the glass. Yeah. People, you go, I could smell 100 yards away all the pot emanating from that car.
You can smell it when they drive by you.
Yeah, hotels, it's amazing how much it smells like pot.
And why wouldn't you just do edibles if you're in a hotel?
Oh, there's nothing romantic about an edible.
Yeah,
I've told you 100 times. Can you mention Bogart and Bacall?
I don't think this is valid. There's nothing romantic about smoking a cigarette.
No.
Okay.
Well, there was. It was before they discovered cancer. The point is, an edible doesn't have that. There's that whole sharing thing of what is the phrase they use?
Sharing, not caring.
Don't Bogart that joint.
Yeah. You don't want to share your gummy with me.
You can go. There's that whole ritual.
Even on the weekends we can't sleep in, so I'm always an early riser to the car wash.
Mm-hmm.
And the entire crew got out of this van one morning at like 7:55, and there were like 7 people coming out of this van, and wow, it was like Spicoli's van.
Well, hey, let's
the car
wash
wash
it, dude.
smelled like dope, man. Yeah.
Now we have a lot to get to today, including more dog news, some interesting things in the world of animals. We have sex toys in the news, of all things, and
weird sounds at my compound this morning. I managed to record them. I didn't get a recording that I liked, but it's enough to give you an idea.
Ghosts?
Of what was going on. No. Have you ever seen any jungle movie and heard that bird?
Sure, yeah.
That thing?
Oh, boy. So something like that?
It was at my house.
That's a fox.
Well, Okay,
Yeah, I would think.
I would. I don't know if you want to dive in real quick, but okay.
All right.
That's a
Wait till you
fox
hear it.
imitating a bird, so then the bird comes down and the fox.
Is that right?
Yeah.
They've become incredibly, unsettlingly smart.
Wait a minute. Are you? Is that
Boy, I had to
the
stroke
Rich
it.
Little Fox? Is that who that is?
This
Doing
is a good
imitation?
way to start the show. No, we got dead birds here.
Well, we got mystery.
Yeah, mystery, not
we got
dead
we got
birds.
a pink elephant in the news.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. And Rock and Roll Hall of Fame update. We got a doggy rescue and
Warren Zevon not in.
A lot of people not
Is
in.
that true? Wow.
Iron Maiden? Well, they're not rock and roll or anything, right? God.
Missy Elliott's in it. She could walk in
Yep.
every rock station in this country and no one would
It's,
recognize.
Hey!
officially political. Okay.
Let's
All right.
move along. Simply Safe is my way that I keep my compound secure. I can't do anything about the noises I'm hearing, but Simply Safe will keep it secure, by gosh. And you know, it's vacation season. What would you pay for peace of mind while you're laying on the beach, knowing your compound is secure? Well, that's where Simply Safe comes in. They have your home monitored around the clock by trained agents ready to defend your home against break-ins, fires, other threats. Who knows what might happen? Stay connected from anywhere, too, with your Simply Safe system. Arm, disarm, or your system remotely. Check your cameras to make sure everything's okay. And Simply Safe ships right to your door and is easy to set up yourself in about 30 minutes. Or, yes, you can have Simply Safe certified technicians put her in for you. With financing through a firm, secure your home today and just pay installments over time that fit your budget. Customize the perfect system for your home online and then install it yourself if you want. Just a few minutes. Go to simplysafetom.com. Claim a free indoor security camera plus 20% off your order with interactive monitoring. That's simplysafetom.com. Remember, there's no safe like Simply Safe.
Yeah, especially with all the, what do they call it, the porch pirates out there. It might be really handy to have that Simply Safe system. Now, well, if you don't believe us, read the reviews. They're amazing. simplysafetom.com. Also coming up, brace yourself, everybody. Huge news in the world of ice cream sandwiches. It's very exciting. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
I never forget one time we were doing a show. We were doing the Bob and Tom shows on it there on Carb Morning, and they were live in the infield. Townsend Bell, I had gotten Townsend Bell when he was still driving to be on the show. So that morning, I was Tom, Christie, Townsend Bell. Pat McAfee was sitting here, then Bob, and Chick McGee. Okay. And so we're talking back and forth. And at one point, Tom looks at Townsend Bell, and he goes, "So Townsend, who do you think is going to win the Indianapolis 500 this year?" And Townsend Bell looks right at Pat McAfee. He goes, "Pat, you're a professional athlete. Do you ever get used to the media asking you stupid questions?" Bob and Chick hit their feet. They were applauding, standing ovation. Oh my gosh! One of the biggest laughs. It was just phenomenal. Obviously, Floyd's a legend. I mean, he was a rookie in 1957 or 58. 58, I think. He was a rookie. Four-time winner, unbelievable fan. So I'm doing The King, and we're in Tony Bettenhausen Jr.'s garage doing Dick's Picks. And Bob, AJ, was in the garage with us. So we start doing a pair of kings because AJ was the king, and then the king, Elvis the king. So we're doing a pair of kings. And I go, AJ, I go, man, let's take our shirts off and have a belly button contest right here in the garage. I said, then we'll lay on the floor and see whose belly button can hold the most gravy. Oh, thank you very much. I said, I want to help you, AJ, on race day. I'm going to be on your pit crew. When you come in, I'm just going to put my belly and flop it on the rear wing. Front end will come in the air. They'll change them tires. Off we go. And so we're doing all this, and people are dying. Well, then I talked to a crew member later, and AJ had the Bob and Tom show on in the garage. About halfway to that, he just looked up and he goes, "Shut that shit off." And he was always a little cool to me after that.
Far a golf cart can go on a lake before it sinks. 13 feet. I love golf. What a sport. It's a good sport.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Bob and Tom, all the time, in your ear.
What'd you do, dog?
So I screwed up. You know how too many times I say the wrong thing?
Yeah. Right.
Well, Kathy's into this mail order stuff again.
Right.
Yeah.
She's into this big time. I came home the other day. There was a case of breast enlargement cream on the kitchen table.
There was?
Breast enlargement cream?
Yeah, sitting right there on the table. I said, what the hell is this for? She said she rubs it on her breasts. They get bigger. I said, just use toilet paper. It's been working on your butt for 8 years.
Oh, that was a beautiful thing.
Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I'm blind.
Jeez. Do we have a topic today, Gustav?
We do. The topic today, sort of dovetailing the Super Bowl, it's company slogans.
Okay.
And a bunch of them are beer slogans. They seem to be handy for joke writing, the beer slogans. Sam Adams, their slogan is always a good decision. Really? Beer is always a good decision?
Wait a minute. I can say no.
Yes,
yes it is.
Yeah. This might be my favorite slogan ever. It's such a beer guy slogan. Carlsberg, probably the best lager in the world. Only a beer slogan could start with the word probably. Like, we don't even know. Who cares? It's got to be top 100, right? Have a beer already.
That is a very fine beer, though.
It is a good beer.
Probably the finest.
But think about it. No other company could get away with that. Like, you can't have Delta. We'll probably get you there. Like, you know, we don't know.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 20.
Hey, good morning and welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey there, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
He's the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee. Hey, all right. And here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much.
I got sent this in the mail, and it's supposedly the gizmo that Leslie Nielsen used to fart all the time.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Is that
What movie was that?
Legendary. No, he would be in interviews and things, and actually, he did it on David Letterman. He would be talking about, well, you know, we were on the set the but I can't get it to work. Can you get it to work?
Well, yeah, let's see. It's a squeezable.
Right.
It's about the size of
A shot glass, a little bigger.
Sure.
bigger. Okay.
And it's got a plastic lid with a hole in it so that when you put your hand, so that you should be able to.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong. Oh, there we go.
There.
That kind of thing.
Sounds like a dog toy.
So, you know, it's a very serious job when we are trying to that kind of thing.
Well, yeah.
Dr. Kissinger, what are your thoughts on the Tet offensive?
I feel that the offensive.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good one.
Henry, that was a pretty dry one.
Oh,
that was a good one.
The offensive is. All right.
Yeah. Well, I know. I tried it for an hour.
Maybe you have to get moisture in there.
Yeah, probably. Christy spit in my hand.
No. I'm not going to spit in your hand.
So let's move forward here. We were talking about dogs, and once again, this is a serious story from the Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. Don't let your dogs obviously be around cannabis products, and there's a problem in certain places where cannabis is legal, or people, I guess, are throwing their, what do they call it, the discarded joints, the roaches, and dogs are eating them, and it can cause problems, especially if they get into edibles. So
dogs are high on life. They don't need anything else.
I have a feeling that my dog was smoking pot. I'm not a pot smoker myself.
Why?
Pizza arrived at my house with extra sausages on it.
Oh, that's a sign.
I said, wait a second, I didn't order this. All right, Mr. Fletcher, where are you?
You seem skeptical of this.
I'm skeptical. By the way, Pat?
Yeah?
You might want to be ready for this coming up. I just saw this headline. Naked bike ride coming back to Philadelphia.
I heard that. My friend does that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the lead
Guy
singer.
or girl?
Guy, lead singer of the group called the A's, does it. Richard Bush.
Oh, yeah, the A's. Yeah, they won a Grammy. No,
Dick
they
Bush?
won a Grammy last year, didn't
Bush. They had one. Women's Got the Power, I think was their only single.
I don't believe that for a second. I can't wait to not hear that.
Great band out of Philadelphia, of course, the Hooters.
Yeah.
God, are they great. Or, of course, Daryl Hall, John Oates. Yeah. Very, very good. We have Chick McGee at the Bob and Tom Sports Desk. Josh, it's not cutting it.
I don't know what's wrong with that. Yeah.
No, it's
practice.
It's more of a dog toy than a fart maker.
They have directions, and they say a certain part of your palm is the sweet spot. And I tried to flip it over there.
Fart and Martin says it's a gas.
Fart and Martin.
Okay, yep, I see. Oh, there's the sweet spot.
Yeah.
All right.
Right there.
Place the it's a gas over the sweet spot. It says nothing about moisture, but I think you're right. I think...
We'll give it a shot. Now that you're
it may take a few tries, but after that, you'll be farting up a storm, says this.
There you go.
If your fart bag develops an air leak...
How many times have I heard that? The old fart bag.
Oh, moisten this area by licking your palm.
I gotcha.
Or by applying a small amount of lotion.
Oh, lotion.
Well, I guess you got that in your office, right?
No, I need the friction.
Oh, sorry.
But I see. All right. Well, yeah, this is a fun.
Well, you can practice. We'll call on you again in an hour. Coming up, we're going to hear some songs from Pat Godwin today.
And are we having breakfast today because of the King or something? Is that happening?
Yeah, that's right. This weekend, of course, the big event, the Kentucky Derby.
And the coronation of the king.
Coronation. Christy's going to, what's your party called?
Pajamas and Pearls.
Pajamas and Pearls.
It's a Prince
Even
song.
the name makes me mad.
And you're meeting at 5:30 Eastern time.
5:20. They moved it up. I guess.
Oh, everybody's excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is this the actual the ceremony? Or?
Yes, we're watching it live from Britain.
So is the parade and stuff afterward, or is that on the way?
The pomp and circumstances starts at 5:20 because they bring the carriage in and he goes through the streets. I don't know how it works.
Yeah, and the carriage is made of the bones of
gold.
Here we go.
Natives exploited by colonialism.
Well, no, but the carriage could be considered a war crime. So
I'm just going for the scones.
well,
but the point is the official, whatever it is, what is it called?
Coronation.
The Coronation Quiche as approved by His Majesty.
Yes.
And we're going to have one made.
King Chuck, yes.
Jess is coming in to make
She's going to make whatever that recipe is. It was published.
It's big news in Britain. Evidently, people are upset because it's such a boring quiche.
Oh.
And here's the recipe.
And Buckingham Palace has revealed the official dish that the King and Queen Consort are inviting us to cook at our own street parties next month.
Yes.
And it's a quiche. The recipe features spinach, broad beans, cheese and tarragon. It was created by the royal head chef and it was chosen specifically because it's perfect for sharing.
Ah, what are broad beans?
Fava beans, I believe. Oh, but I don't know what fava beans are.
Beans and egg?
Christy, you ever flip the old broad bean?
Ever do that?
You never had that?
Broad beans are fava beans.
Are they?
Yes.
They are?
Yeah.
Yes.
I just said that.
Yes, Chick was correct.
Fava beans and Chianti.
Yes,
you know what that is,
of course,
right?
yeah. No, but I don't know what they are. I've just heard that in that movie.
When's the last time you had some beans? When's the last
I get them all the time because I get the Cuban breakfast.
Oh, got black beans in there?
Place I go to. Beans, rice, avocado.
Lucy, I'm home.
Poached eggs. Delicious.
Time for the Cuban breakfast.
Not again, Ricky.
That was an uncut, unseen. They do have good. You like that pesto? I love their pesto.
Oh, I do
good.
too.
That's good.
That is
That's good.
I think the Germans invented this.
So the point is, we're going to be having the Coronation Quiche today, and I will not be watching Saturdays once again.
Okay, do what you want.
It's a brutal Saturday.
Oh, that's right.
I guess.
Now, which is more brutal, Saturday or Sunday?
No, Saturday. I've got girls that have lacrosse. What do we got? Lacrosse, swimming, and soccer. All at the same time. It's
a big day.
Oh, my
Well,
gosh.
how can they do all three things
That's a weird
at
sport.
once?
It's
Yeah.
3 girls.
You think there'd be more drownings?
Sticks
I
in the
was
water.
doing okay until a lacrosse stick hit me in the head. I lost consciousness.
Yeah, if there's
That
someone,
ball keeps floating. You can't kick it.
I imagine there'll be people at all these. I almost said ladies, but I guess there'll be men and women at all these events on the sidelines looking at the coronation on their phone. I won't be one of them.
I don't know that many people are that interested, but it's a fun.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime deal, kind of, in
It
a
hasn't
way.
happened in, 75 years or something?
And it's not going to happen again for another 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the truth.
I'd rather watch a public execution. You want to see my list?
Isn't there like people under 30 or something in England or going away from the monarchy and they don't care for it and they think it's silly and a
My
waste of
kids are
money?
upset. They don't.
Things
Why would
like
you watch that?
Really?
Yeah.
Kings and queens. And remember, Tom, no matter how stupid we think having a king or a queen is, I think we should.
And if I have to hear about Meghan and Harry and blah, blah, blah.
No, well, they're not going to.
We're trying to get away from the publicity, so we're moving to Los Angeles, getting an agent and doing a television special so people will leave us alone.
She was an actress before she got married. She wanted to be in L.A. and on TV. She was in L.A. and on TV.
You can't measure how much I don't care.
Well, for a man who doesn't care, you talk a lot about it.
This is the first time I've mentioned it in months.
And in fairness to people who love TV, she was on Suits. So not really on TV.
Really
By most accounts, a terrific show.
Was a great show. No.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go. There's my evidence. Ace loved it.
Yeah, many liked that one. I didn't see it.
Are you sure?
You didn't see it.
Okay.
Okay, let's skip to these.
We have an update on the compound noises. This morning, I heard this noise outside my house. Never heard it before.
That's an owl.
What was that?
It's a chimpanzee.
Sounds like a chimpanzee.
You got a chimp loose in your
Right?
neighborhood.
That's crazy.
Wow, I don't know what it is.
Turned out that those are barn owls.
Okay, I felt very confident that it was an owl at first.
Evidently, that big, that's an owl too.
What's he doing? Are they making love?
Did you record this?
Yeah.
Is that owl
You got
sex?
2 of them there.
They're getting divorced.
Yeah,
They're getting divorced.
And they're arguing over custody.
Yeah.
Here comes the talons.
The Johansons are at it again.
God damn.
But that first noise is creepy, like right. That one's
That's your house?
Yeah.
I have those outside my house too.
I'd never heard them before. I have a woodpecker that goes crazy, but
Might have never gone as crazy as yours, Jeff.
I have never heard that so long. It went on for an hour. It went on long enough for me to run back to the bedroom, get my phone, turn the deck lights out, go stand out on my deck naked, and record the sound you're hearing.
It'd be cool if it was your next door neighbor out there naked practicing his whistles,
locked out.
Did they go crazier after you came outside?
No, they really started up when the dogs went outside and were looking around. And one of when dogs get that pissed off bark that they don't know what's
they grumble, yeah.
Kind of a grumble.
Well, the owls are turned on by naked men. You don't know.
Maybe they thought there was a pink mouse.
A pink mouse. Pink mouse. I'll have you know my penis reaches my body. Okay.
Well, coming up in the news, we have a legit pink elephant spotted in the forest. There's photographs of it.
With a big long trunk.
There's photographs.
What do you mean, like an albino elephant?
Well, more or less, yeah. It's a baby one. They got pictures of it. Where is that? In Kenya, I think. I forget where. It's
right here. Do you want to do the story? I got it right
I
here.
think we've talked about this before, but we can't be the only area in the United States that has a giant elephant outside of a liquor store. Are we?
There was one in the St. Louis area.
Was there?
Yeah, and it was pink, and it was holding a martini glass in its trunk.
How by me? How by the?
Well, the pink elephant.
You know where that is, right?
Yeah. That's the DT.
I've never seen it.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's gigantic.
Christy, they wouldn't allow that in the
Not where I live.
town you live in.
And isn't the elephant holding a martini glass? I think.
And the one we had.
I think it's probably there's probably a place where you can buy giant statues for your store. I know they've got Mr. Bendo.
I can buy an elephant from my backyard.
Absolutely.
Don't you have an HOA? They're not going to allow
I don't. The elephant that has the pink hue is in South Africa.
Yeah, it's in Mala Mala Game Reserve.
Ah, Mala Mala, the Twin Cities, of course, Mala Mala and Walla Walla.
Ah, yes.
That's right.
You can check this thing out at...
A pink elephant goes for an afternoon swim with its mother and herd despite its unusual color.
And it goes for about $500 grand on the black market.
Passionately cares for it.
Shoot it.
The reason for the elephant's calf's pink skin is due to a condition called leucism, a genetic mutation that causes a loss of pigmentation in an animal's skin, hair, or feathers.
Ricky, I have
not that again. I don't want to touch it.
Mr. Jocko Joubert, a guide at the Mala Mala Game Reserve in South Africa, captured the scene and shared it on a website called latestsightings.com.
Looks real fake to me.
Yeah.
What, do you think they painted the little baby?
No,
elephant
I think it's
pink?
Photoshop.
Oh, God.
It's not Photoshopped. God.
You know,
I haven't even seen a pig.
Automatic weapons would solve a lot of these problems with animals wandering around. Like these owls, you know?
Oh, you don't want to kill those.
Waking people up in my neighborhood in the middle of the damn night.
They're keeping peskier things away from your house.
You think that's right?
Yes, rats and such. Because you live in squalor.
If you'd like to see the little pink elephant baby, it's kind of a...
Is it cute?
Yeah, of course. It's a baby elephant. It's hilarious looking.
Baby, there's nothing cuter than a baby elephant.
It's in latestsightings.com. They're kind of stretching to say that it's a pink elephant, but it's
got a hue to it.
Yeah, it's like a weird. Yeah, you're right.
Did somebody do Baby Elephant Walk?
Hideous freak.
Isn't that a song?
Yeah, sure, of course.
Is that Herb Albert? Or?
No, it's not Herb Albert.
I'm pretty sure it's Herb Albert.
I don't think he covered that. Yeah, I think it was Def Leppard that covered that. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah. Here's Herb Albert. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, that's him on the clarinet, the old licorice stick.
On the shrieker? That's what they call that?
Yo,
the old panty drop.
I gotta tear through Baby Elephant Walk. Toss me my shrieker.
Oh, I don't like this. It's ugly.
It's not.
It's an ugly baby.
It's not ugly, but it's not.
Let me see.
It's not a cute pink like you would.
It's a beautiful baby elephant.
It looks like it's not done yet.
Yeah.
They need to put it back in.
It's in constant pain, I heard.
None of these things are true.
God's mistake.
No melatonin.
Oh, here he comes now. He's in constant pain.
Oh, look. The
sun, it burns.
He's holding up a sign. Shoot me. Why would only I or the two of us, we could ruin a story about a baby elephant.
That's a sweet little creature.
It is a sweet
critter. It'll be in a Disney movie soon.
Yeah, it's very sweet.
The elephant that doesn't fit in, and then it's like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer for elephants.
Made fun of all
Yeah, poor little guy.
Is it true that?
But they're taking care of it.
Clint Howard is the voice of the baby elephant in Jungle Book.
Yes,
I thought that was him. Yeah,
and he's also, since today is Star Wars Day.
Star Trek.
I know,
He's in a Star Trek.
Clint is famous for a somewhat obscure early Star Trek episode. Now, if you'd like to shoot the pink elephant, apparently it's an extra $5,000.
No, don't say that.
It's just a joke.
I got shooting pink elephant money. Let's go.
Right now, we have to give a little preview of sports, a little taste of what's coming up.
NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs, and it's the run for the roses. Are we going to pick our horses, or are we going to wait tomorrow?
Wait till tomorrow.
All right.
Right now, we can pick some great stuff for your taste buds. HelloFresh has got a pretty cool new idea. They've got, they know that you're sick of going to the grocery store, tired of your own cooking, tired of the same restaurants. So they've got something, let's just call it the 16. That's the key number here, because 16 free meals are part of this special offer from HelloFresh. You go to HelloFresh.com/BTShow16 for a special taste of spring. These aren't just recipe cards. HelloFresh does the shopping. They send you the ingredients. They've got them all measured out. You put them together. So the stuff is delivered to your door. This is going to be less expensive than just takeout. You pick up your recipes by going to HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. Every week, more than 40 recipes to choose from all kinds of sort of food lifestyles, if you will. They've got a special going on right now involving Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month, with authentic recipes created by Chef Serbi Sani of New York City's famous Tagmo restaurant. All kinds of stuff, though, from pescatarian to vegetarian to good old family friendly, wholesome stuff that you love. Find out by looking at all those recipes at HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. Eat well, save money. It's fun putting them together. And again, they have done the measuring. They have done the shopping. So it's easy for you to put them together. Some of these recipes, by the way, you can put together in 10 or 15 minutes. HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. Have some great food. By the way, every month they've got hundreds of sides and snacks and desserts to choose from. So check out the HelloFresh market while you're there. It's HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. Do your taste buds a favor. Coming up, we've got sporting news and interesting news in the world of ice cream sandwiches and the Coronation Quiche. Yes. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262.
Today we're going to do a cover, the only cover that we do.
Yeah. Oh, good.
The entire program, but we'd like to play something for you dedicated to something that's been in the news this past week.
All right. Look forward to it.
I think everybody's been surprised about it, and this is a song that explains how I feel about it.
Okay.
They're both ashamed of what they did. At least that's what the paper said. They walk all day because they're always on the prowl. Tiger and horse, tiger and horse. His wife called him doing them horse. They're both pros at what they do, and both require special shoes. Of each of their heads going down in the caddy. Tiger and horse, tiger and horse. His wife called him doing them horse. Neither of them's made a peep, and fire hydrants don't come cheap. Be careful when you're out there chasing tail. You could wreck your truck and cut your head, but the number one lesson ever said, no matter what you do, don't leave voicemail. Tiger and horse, tiger and horse. His wife called him, and the odds are pretty slim that you won't see him with any more horse.
Yay!
Get helium as well in Richmond Heights, Missouri. That's comedian Andy Woodhull joining us this morning. Plus a quiz for Tom with Al Jackson. Tom was out last Thursday, so we missed the quiz from Al. We'll catch up with him. Also, Bob Zaney. Comedian Bob Zaney. Catch more of him at bobzaney.com. He's also heading out on tour this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, May 6th and May 7th, the Landing Bar in Minot, North Dakota. And Thursday, May 11th, a week from today, J.J. Wynn in Montpelier, Ohio. It's comedian Bob Zaney, and we'll be catching up with Bob later this morning as well, right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom news update. 4 senators are introducing legislation to prohibit all children under the age of 13 from using social media. The bill also would give parents more control over what teens under the age of 18 can access. The 2 Democrats and 2 Republicans are parents of young children and teenagers, and the bipartisan bill comes as there's increasing desire in Congress to regulate social media companies. Scientists for the first time have caught a star in the act of swallowing a planet. And it's not just a nibble or bite, it was one big gulp. Astronomers reported their observations of what appears to be a gas giant around the size of Jupiter or bigger being eaten by its star. The sun-like star had been puffing up with old age for eons, finally got so big it engulfed the close-orbiting planet. And for the first time, researchers have captured and radio collared a bear in the Santa Monica Mountains near Los Angeles. The National Park Service says Wednesday the 210-pound black bear, dubbed BB-12, was caught April 23rd in a natural area on the western end of the range. BB-12 is a male estimated to be about 3 or 4 years old. The animal was measured, given an exam, and outfitted with a GPS collar. Biologists say it's the first time in 20 years they've encountered a bear that had been taking up residence in the mountains northwest of downtown L.A. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Thanks for listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm sick of being sick. I've been in my bed all week. I feel like dick. I'm sick of my TV. Now I'm hooked on all the soaps on ABC. I try to read a magazine or hear the radio or watch the Bad News Bears again on HBO. I'm sick of being home, 'cause you think of stupid things when you're alone. I'm sick of this old house, and today I might try on my wife's new blouse. I saw 2 women fight like cats on Jerry Springer's show because their mom was sleeping with their older brother Joe. I'm sick of feeling bad, but at least my older brother's not my dad. I'm sick of these 4 walls, and my arms are tired of playing with my dogs. I'm sick.
Bravo.
Thank you.
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
They put the F in professional.
Comedian Greg Hahn is here with us.
I love going on dates. You get to go to the girl's place and meet her pets. They always have cats. It's always cats. It's never anything cool like a wild dingo or Wolverine. It's never a venomous duck or a bat.
Venomous
You never
duck.
get like a porcupine. It's usually 2 cats. Like a little one she just rescued from the trash 10 seconds ago. Just got run over by a train or something. Still has leaves stuck to its rear end. It's bulimic and anemic. Then the girl's going to tell you like the story how she met the cat. Oh, I put some milk out on Tuesday. She drank all the milk and came back on Wednesday. That's a beautiful story. Take your top off.
Jeff Rothband is our guest. Jeff is a fine comedian.
I actually had to do that once.
What?
Be a pallbearer. And that,
Oh, my
that's
God.
heavy.
Yes,
That's
it's
a heavy job.
Yeah, I actually had to go to a funeral, and I was asked to be a pallbearer, and I always a pallbearer.
Never the corpse.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
On Q95.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Hey, Hoss.
There's Hoss, was it?
Yeah, you know. No,
I like
I'm just
that.
trying it on for size.
Hoss?
Yeah, it's
Kind
kind
of
of
like
cool.
Hoss and Little Joe? And
Like Bonanza, kind of it's kind of a combination of boss and
horse?
And hard ass.
yeah. There
Yeah.
you go.
Hoss was a lovable,
Yeah.
gentle giant.
Yes, he was.
Anyway, get back to the announcements, Hoss.
Okay. Ace.
Howdy.
Ace Cosby. There wasn't anyone named Ace on Bonanza, was there?
Among other things.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom, and I'm up to my neck in emails over here.
About owls?
Okay, well, we got a lot of other things to get to. We have...
I got a guy here. He swears he's a bird expert. His name's Michael. He said there are owl hoots in there, yes, but there's a crow in there also telling them to shut up.
Is that right?
That's what he says.
Wow. This is your adventure this morning when you wake up in the middle of the night, you hear this.
3 a.m., I'm out with the dogs, and I hear this. I did not get a great recording of it, but
it's pretty good.
Yeah, it is.
Good enough.
Yes, I agree with him. I agree with him, yeah.
There's a crow going, why don't you guys shut up?
Yeah, we're
trying to sleep here.
Some of us are sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's right.
I think he's right, too.
My God, I think that is a crow.
I think there are two owls and one crow.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's total.
No fox, right?
I hear a monkey in a clown suit
Fox scream.
with shoes on.
You did?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What did you say?
Tom said it's a monkey in a clown suit with shoes on.
There's a monkey in a clown suit wearing shoes on.
Well, let's see if we can hear that in there.
Right there he is, lacing him up. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, wait a minute. There's a cow walking by now.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I'll be damned if a Sasquatch didn't just have...
Oh, now we got trouble.
Tom's not enjoying a second.
Here's another email.
Oh, God.
Keep going, chick.
This guy, he just feels a part of the show, and he wanted to tell you this joke. Okay? Did you know the phrase, go hang a salami, backwards is, I'm a lasagna hog? Did you know that?
Were you aware of that?
Once again, go hang a salami.
Right.
Backwards is, I'm a lasagna hog.
Okay.
He's enjoying it in spite of himself.
He is. He's enjoying it.
Okay.
And this is from Rick. Good morning. I'm listening here in Chico, California. I don't know if we're on yet. Isn't it like 2 days ago in Chico?
Stop.
Okay. I work at a local distillery here in Chico, California. We're having a special event in honor of the Kentucky Derby. It's a vibrator race.
Oh,
the
hilarious.
distillery is called Golden Beaver Distillery. Good morning. That's from Rick and Karen.
How do vibrators race?
Well, it's just like it's the electric football rule.
Oh, they just kind of bounce.
The the vibration moves them forward. Actually, if you got to keep a hand on one, or it'll crawl right up inside you.
They're instinctually they know where to go.
They kind of burrow. They burrow. Yeah.
Vibrators rule is always forward. Forward.
Well, I hope they have one of those really high quality horse racing announcers.
Oh, yes.
Down the stretch they come.
It's still Donix at the clubhouse turn. We have a number of
against the rail, it's the episiotomy.
Oh. Ooh. And gang.
Please, we have to do this whole thing where you do not let Tom get to whatever it is he wants
yes.
to.
Gang.
And all it is just you reading these emails.
No, I mean, why stick on a topic for more than 20 seconds?
Gang, thank you so much for the light and lame soft rock show you've been doing the past couple of days. I wanted to tell you, this is from Jim, there is a tribute band for bread. The name is Toast. And
don't tell Haywood, he'll sue.
And they have a website. It's breadtribute.com. And there they are, the ultimate band experience.
You're kidding me.
There it is.
Oh, they have a nice website.
They're called Toast.
Yeah.
They're probably very good.
By the looks of them, they could be called Milk Toast.
Or maybe
play on words.
Sugar.
Old toast, stale toast, croutons. We've had several suggestions to help the
book
show.
Us for your next event.
The light. Let's try to stick to this topic for 20 seconds, shall we? Don't give me your JD owl.
Play it right.
The Light and Lame Show is, of course, they'd be doing this all morning. The Light and Lame Show is a kind of a soft rock. Everyone talks wildly. Everyone likes each other.
Yeah, we all get along.
And we have several features we've talked about before. A mandatory Manilow, of course.
Yes.
And get the bread out instead of get the lead out. And the traffic guy is, of course, Captain Tennille.
Very good.
School closings by Christopher Crosswalk. Headlines from Pablo News.
I miss Pablo News.
And then the weather with, hey, we've got summer breeze with the weather.
Yes.
And here's some suggestions. I really like this one. We have a contest where listeners have to find the Kenny G spot.
Oh. Tell me a little about Pablo News. I'm unfamiliar.
Pablo Cruz?
Pablo Cruz, yeah.
Famous for what?
Like one song.
What you gonna do when she says goodbye? What you gonna do when she is gone?
I'll look it up. I'm unfamiliar.
What you gonna do?
Classic
it's a
yacht
great
rock song.
What you gonna do if you can't find that quick lime?
And then here's one I really like.
And their T-shirts were real big, too. People like to wear those.
A weekly feature every Tuesday. It'll be called Sade for Tuesday, where they play a classic from Sade, or as I like to call her, Sade.
Two for Till Tuesday.
I don't think there's an R in there. I think she says Sade.
Sade.
I don't think it's Sade.
It's Sade. Okay,
You want to
it's
say
S-A-D-E.
You want to say Shart so bad.
I like Sade Sundays, and Pat, we can go with yours. The two for Till Tuesday.
Two for Till Tuesday. Yeah.
Yeah, oh, that's very good. We could do Shart Day.
We could do Shart Day.
That does not fit the Lame and Light show or Light and Lame show.
I'll have you know,
we do
neither
not
Light
shart.
nor Lame have ever used the bathroom.
No.
They're very
we don't
above
shart.
board. They're
We don't
proper
fart.
adults.
We don't have any bodily.
In fact, they're anusless.
There wouldn't
That's
be.
right.
There wouldn't be a hump day, right?
No, goodness.
It was the '80s bump day.
Would they have a song guy, Pat?
Oh, I don't know.
Doing what you do,
like a morning parodist. You mean?
Yes.
A parodist.
A parodist.
Oh, you're a monologist and a parodist. Means you masturbate with a friend.
On your tax returns, it better say morning parodist.
We get along.
Court
very
composer.
Okay, well, and that's sports.
No, more sports coming up.
Okay. Also, we have the naked bike race returning to Philadelphia.
That's part of sports.
We have a very, very unusual situation at a hotel, to say the least. And the first smart toilet seat has received the go-ahead of the United States government.
Okay.
We'll find out what it does.
Great.
It's something in the medical field. You'll be pleased to know. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
Here's why I like soccer now. I love to see our soccer team lose, not because I'm against them, but because I love to see the look of disappointment in all these fake bandwagon fans. I was in the airport when Landon Donovan and the boys lost. People were in the airport crying. And we're just so proud of them. We love our soccer team. Really, name 3 players.
How true?
Just say you like soccer. First of all, we shouldn't even have a soccer team. We should have soccer players, but our national team's only function should be to go to other countries and allow them to stomp us because they can't beat us in anything else. We go to every other country. We take their best athletes in all their other sports. Soccer is the only thing they still have a shot at beating us in. Why would you steal that country's joy? We still have fun. We still have porn and other things that make us happy.
A tremendous sport.
Yeah.
These other countries, all they have is that. And the last thing they want to do is lose to somebody they hate in the sport they perfect. How pissed would you be if the Lakers lost to Al-Qaeda? Like, you understand?
Really good, Sam. A little happier, not?
Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
You sound like you're taking a big shit.
We're not supposed to be happy when we're asking if we're there.
Are we there yet?
Okay. The producers are in here. The minions are out there.
Okay.
Dad, would we say, are we there yet?
Dad.
We're like, are we there yet?
Superiority once again on the floor.
Okay, Hitler.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Hey, are
Diction. Are we there yet?
Are we there yet?
This is not English class.
Dad,
That much of a T.
you sound like Mrs. Marshall. That's who you sound like.
I hope Mrs. Marshall doesn't have a voice as deep as mine.
And she teaches music too. And you're like, are we there yet?
I hope her voice is half as mellifluous and as witty.
Okay, now I sound like my English teacher, mellifluous.
Quit making up words.
Here we go. Let's go. Try it again.
Court in Tunisia. Look, I can't just go chasing after some sword all the time. It's not just any sword, Junior. It's Balmung. Balmung, the legendary sword of Siegfried. Bestowed by his widow upon Theodoric the Ostrogoth before the slaughter of the Burgundians. And then lost for 1,000 years. Class is like, I don't know what he's talking about, but yeah, go find it. Go save the world. We'll be here when you get back. We'll be at the bar, or the speakeasy, or whatever they had back then. You know? Perfect. Class is partying afterwards. Hey, man, what I tell you every semester?
Hello, this is comedian John Evans, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
When grandfather dies, life will be strange. When grandfather dies, my whole world will change. When grandfather dies, I'll scream and I'll yell, 'cause I'll be rich as hell.
And then I figured I didn't need to write anymore.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
I swear pretty soon teams will actually, instead of just the stadium, the team will actually be sponsored by a company.
Oh, sure. I agree.
Right. And so, but of course, each company would have to be careful about which team they sponsored, because sometimes
it could be bad
combination. Gillette Knicks. I don't think that would.
Yeah. No, that's a negative.
The Coppertone Redskins, probably.
No, probably not.
Marketing. The Visa Bills.
Another highlighting the negative side.
MasterCard Chargers would be in there.
Right.
I like the Clorox White Sox. That works.
That's great.
Sure. But the Tampax Red Sox really doesn't.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
I like this one. The Comcast Cable Pirates.
I like that.
Oh, yeah.
And the sign said anybody caught trespassing will be shot on sight. So I jumped over the fence and yelled at the house, "Hey, what gives?"
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
If you want to turn your daddy parts orange, eat some Cheetos and watch some porn.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Needed.com.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold, the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
Willie Griswold on assignment. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold. Hello, Tom.
Thank you very much. We have some sporting activity we will be discussing shortly.
Evidently not yet, though, right?
Also, we have interesting news from the world of GPS.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes the GPS may be telling you the wrong way to go.
Never had a problem.
So you may want to override that with your brain.
Yes.
And what you see in front of you.
Sure.
We'll find out what I'm talking about.
I never thought I would use a GPS, and now I can't live without it. It's never steered me wrong. I don't know what you people are doing.
Pat Godwin, what does GPS stand for?
I do not know. Geographic Position System.
Nope.
Close.
Very close, yes. Global.
Positioning system, right?
And we're going to find out that it's not always right.
Oh, that's true.
We'll find out what that's all about. But right now, we turn to the sports page with Chick McGee. What have you got over there?
Jaylen Brown, with the mask on, scored 25 points. He wears this thing on his NBA playoffs last night, and the Celtics roll. Wyatt, I am rolling past the Sixers 121-87 last night at the Garden, spoiling the return of the Sixers MVP Joel Embiid. The Celtics tied the series at a game apiece. The Eastern Conference semifinals shifts. Tom, the series is going to shift to Philadelphia for Game 3 on Friday.
And by the way, coming back to Philadelphia, Pat Godwin, a former Philadelphia resident, the Naked Bike event will be coming back.
Let him do his job.
No, this is boring. What else is going on? What? Would you rather see naked people than on bicycles? No.
Yeah, I would.
Sports. I mean, it's okay.
Ivan Barbashev, who makes shaving cream, scored 2 goals, and the Golden Knights beat the Edmonton O'Brien Oilers 6-4 in Game 1 in Vegas, and the Carolina Hurricanes pound the New Jersey Devils. Got to support the team. 5-1 win in Raleigh last night.
I'm actually rooting for the Devils this time.
Canes.
Are you?
I like the...
You don't like the Kraken?
I like the Devils.
They're fine, yeah.
Okay.
And yes, Tom, you troublemaker. Philadelphia's famous. Never heard of it. Philadelphia's famous naked bike ride.
You've never heard of this thing?
Never heard of it. Returning in August.
You heard about this time last year.
Yeah.
I know. This is where I got the rundown on all the places in Philly that Pat was at and things. And
No,
I love hearing about it.
This wasn't.
Oh, you're the okay.
Wasn't this canceled?
Because of COVID.
Yeah, during
like everything.
You know, Tom, the COVID virus lives in the folds of the penis.
It's undeniable.
It's undeniable.
Gets in that banana seat.
You got to use a towel to keep your crack and your scrotum away from.
Now, just a few years ago, they had 3,000 people.
Wow! Out of how many people in Philadelphia?
That's 3,000 people.
I bet we could get 3,000 people out here right now.
Naked on bikes.
Naked on bikes to train owls.
No.
I bet we'll get 3 people naked on bikes out here this morning. We don't want out there.
Yeah.
If you have people riding bikes on the road where this radio station is, you're going to have 3 dead naked people at the side of the road.
There's a couple of East Coast cities that do that too. Burlington, Vermont does it.
Isn't that where they took the photo for the single for Queen bicycle race back in the day?
Really?
Oh, maybe.
It's really.
Organizers of this annual jaunt, this is worded to desperately try to make this sound fun.
Yeah.
Promote fuel conservation and positive body image. Even the fat people are invited. They say,
I'd like a cheesesteak, please.
They are. Wait a minute. Wait a damn minute. You heard him all morning. The bike race is coming back to Philadelphia.
Yeah, coming back.
August 26th is when the bike race takes place.
What?
They just announced.
August 26th.
But it was announced.
Christy, what's the date?
Today's May 4th.
What?
All right. So we are
trained?
now. This is the story of the announcement of the.
So we'll be doing it again on August 26th.
I hope so.
But you misspoke, Christy. The week of.
Sorry.
How far is that after the return of Josh's anniversary celebration? What date's that again, Josh?
August 1st.
August 1st. Okay, see, that's part and parcel.
All right.
Now, the key to the naked bike thing for the
You
gentleman,
got to be naked.
the older gentleman, is you want to tuck your testicles into your socks.
Watch out.
So you don't get your balls caught in that bike chain.
I'm not trying to nitpick here, but aren't many in underwear?
I don't know.
Oh, am I wrong on
It's
this?
supposed to be naked.
Oh, okay.
It's naked, yeah.
Because one of these, it's like, they call it that, but it's really there's.
No. This is definitely naked.
Like
Gotcha.
the naked cowboy. He's not naked.
So how is this? How do they get around the law for this day?
I don't know.
They have their own Instagram account, by the way.
Philadelphia is just that crazy. They don't care.
Yeah,
Well, this is. Wait a minute. Wait a damn minute.
What? Another wrinkle?
Uh-oh. I can't imagine there's
By the way,
another problem with this stupid
I'm
story.
guessing I assume you have to be naked but wearing a helmet.
The Philly Naked Bike Race was back last year, Saturday, August 27th, 2022.
So this isn't even a
It's
story.
not even a story.
So the story gets less by the minute.
It was back last
And
year.
these girls everybody's wearing, in this picture, bottoms, but not tops.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Me too, you're mad at?
Now, was that after the bicycle seat auction?
So there are girls that show up for this?
The guys
Yes,
are
there
nude,
are
though, right? The
girls.
guys don't have bottoms,
Yes.
right?
It says some of the nude cyclists sport body paint, glitter, and fancy hats.
Fancy.
Wait a minute.
It's a hat.
You did not tell me there would be fancy hats.
That guy looks like he's completely clothed.
Yeah, so is that lady right there.
So maybe you don't have to be naked.
Right, I think it's an
But you do have to wear a fancy hat.
Yeah, I tell you what, they're all smiling and laughing. At this.
They drive by the famous Philadelphia Museum of Art where Rocky ran up the steps. They drive by the U.S. Mint, and I guess the tradition is you show your crack to the Liberty Bell.
Is it me, or should Josh and I and anyone else who wants to dive in, let's knock out a screenplay of a caper. Somebody robs the Mint in Philadelphia, and they use the naked bike ride as a cover.
That's really good.
There you go.
The Philly Naked Bike Ride is as bare as you dare event. You can be completely nude, although sneakers are suggested for safety.
Oh, sure.
Or ride with any amount of clothing you prefer.
Well, this guy, if I were this guy, I would try to get a bigger kickstand. Dear God, what happened to that thing? And then this one I would call Muffy on a Huffy.
Muffy on a Huffy.
Here's a naked Santa Claus hat guy.
Oh.
I wonder if they do have any scrotum bike chain injuries.
Wait a minute.
That's got to. I can't even imagine.
Do they have a Santa Claus that's naked?
No, just a Santa Claus
got
hat.
the Santa hat on here.
Oh, a Santa hat would be a fancy hat.
Quite.
Well, this was the press release about the return of the Philadelphia Naked Bike Ride.
Which returned. Now, is it possible that this news release was from last year, and you're just now?
No, because there was a news release about this. They don't release the starting location and route until 24 hours before ride time. Is that? Did
so
they
that
do
means-
that on purpose
Yeah,
so that
so there's
people
this-
can't?
Well, that's to encourage missing persons, I think. Yeah.
They learned their lessons on November 21st, 1963, when
no more published parade.
the Dallas put the parade route there in the paper. Lee Oswald saw it and said, I'm going to go back and get my rifle.
I think it was 22.
How long has it been going on? I don't remember this at all being in Philly.
Really?
Yeah, when I was there.
It's been going on for a decade, apparently.
Oh, okay.
So there we go.
They have an after party, food vendors, other concessions.
How about that?
Yeah.
And fancy hat. Wow.
Well,
I bet there's a lot of Instagram for the gram. Picture of people in fancy hats. You know?
Sure.
Because you can't show the wieners and such.
No.
I'll bet there are a lot of pervs with cameras trying to get shots,
A perv with a camera.
It says stand up and pedal. You'll go faster.
That's right.
Yeah, stand up and pedal. I want to get a look at that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go. So,
upskirt.
Are you going to eat that? And he's pointing to a bicycle seat.
Oh, yeah. Don't poke it in your spokes.
More sports coming up, including, yes, a stupid world record.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Now, also coming up today, comedian Andy Woodhull will be joining us. Al Jackson will be joining us.
And we're going to have a Coronation Quiche.
And yes, which is the official whatever.
A boring quiche, they're saying in England, I guess.
And we have another suggestion for the Light and Lame show.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, a concert. Because remember, they do their tribute to the band Bread. Get the bread out every day. Try to put together a concert with opening. Bread would open for Pearl Jam. So it would be the Pearl Jam and Bread show. Pearl Jam would have to maybe do an acoustic set. They're probably a little too heavy for the crappy, light and lame show. Right now, the Bob and Tom Show. The Bob and Tom Show is brought to you by BetterHelp. Getting caught up in all the stuff going on right now, it's a little bit overwhelming. And this is a good time to, since you got to take care of a lot of people, a good time to take care of yourself too. Therapy can give you the tools to help you balance your life. And this is where BetterHelp comes in. It will connect you to a licensed therapist who can help you go on your journey of self-discovery. The key to BetterHelp is they will hook you up, I should say. They'll hook you up with a therapist, and it's all done online, as is the therapy. So it's extra convenient because you can do it to suit your schedule. The way it works is you fill out a questionnaire, you'll get matched with a licensed therapist, and by the way, you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. The way you do this is you go to betterhelp.com/BT show. That'll knock an extra 10% off your first month. BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, betterhelp.com/BT show. Convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule because everything is done online. And by the way, you can do it with a camera on, you can do it with a camera off, you can do it just with texting back and forth, whatever works best for you. So help yourself with BetterHelp. BetterHelp.com/BT show. The Bob and Tom Show is brought to you by BetterHelp. Once again, it's BetterHelp.com/BT show. Coming up, lots of fascinating things in the world, and I'm especially fond of our report on ice cream sandwiches coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Essential morning radio all day and all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Good.
Now, are you an iPhone guy?
I wasn't. And then I fell victim to the iPhone conspiracy, which is I've decided my wife was an iPhone user. She's a Mac. She's the Mac one. We're not compatible in almost every way. And
so your wife's a Mac person. You're a PC guy.
Yes, yeah.
Because you're an engineer. Isn't that typical?
Yeah.
Most engineers are PC
Engineers like
people.
to get in and mess with things, and it's really hard to mess with things in a.
And all the engineers here in this building are PC people.
Yeah, because you can get into the.
Another reason I don't socialize with
them.
I'm sorry.
Well, they don't socialize, period. So don't
That's
take it
true.
personally.
I'm sorry.
There you go.
But for years, I've been trying to get her to PC, and she won't. So she's had the iPhone forever, and I decided now I'm finally an iPhone user. I had a BlackBerry forever, but I'm now an iPhone. The iPhone people, it's a religion based. They are the Jehovah's Witnesses of the 21st century.
It's a cult.
They come up to you. If you have a BlackBerry, this is what happens to you. Is that a BlackBerry you have there? Has anyone talked to you about the iPhone? Yeah. Have you accepted Stephen Jobs as your Lord and Savior?
We have good neighbors. They're bad neighbors, but they're good to tell you guys about. Bad neighbors. 5 or 6 cars in the front yard at all times. Rotation, whoever's currently living there. And Daryl, he's the dad over there. He's their leader. He drives a hearse. That's his car. He doesn't work at a funeral home. They have German shepherds that run. I like dogs. I don't like these dogs because they just let them run around barking all the time, and they don't even tell them to be quiet. Like, they bark, and there's a new guy that's moved in on the other side of them, and he really doesn't like when they bark. So you hear them bark, 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 and then over the fence you hear, "Shut up!" Which always works, doesn't it? You know, when you tell your dog to be quiet, and he's like, "Oh, pardon me, sir. I had no idea I was causing such a ruckus. I'll calm down post haste." You know how your dog always does that, right? So I don't like that he yells at the dogs. I don't like the dogs, but I don't like him yelling at the dogs. So they bark, 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 and I hear over the fence, "Shut up!" So what I do is I go, "No, you shut up! Don't you yell at them puppies. That's disrespectful." And then I just go in the house, right? He doesn't know it's me.
and down her arms.
Mm-hmm.
Then just gotta lean over and softly kiss her on the neck. The young fella says, wait a minute. I'm teaching my sister. He goes, in that case, just push her in the deep end.
Except in Kentucky.
Jeez. I knew I should have held my ears for that.
Thus concludes another exciting
quick episode of Biff Whiskey,
Frontier Lifeguard.
Thank you very much.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You just ruined it. We have also a Matt Fulcher on here. Matt, I know you're a rap fan.
Right.
Do you curse a lot in your...
Well, you know, on the radio, they take out all the curse words, which means they take out all the words. You know what I mean?
Oh, sure, for the rap songs?
Yeah.
Sure.
Turn on the hip-hop station. It's like, I'm gonna you up so bad. Gonna in the to your mother man. And after that, I'm gonna your mother sister gonna not even gonna kiss her. something like that.
Hey guys, it's Eli.
Hey,
oh,
hi.
Hey, Eli. You nailed it, Patty. It's about as low as it gets. You know what, Eli? You're just feeling sorry for yourself. Look, I was thinking, there's no need to get down. I mean, just because you're grounded at work don't mean you can't gain yards. I've got a fresh, hot Papa John's pizza you could run by the house. God knows you wouldn't want to try to pass it. You'd probably get picked off by the mailman. Oh, yeah.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Christy Lee. I didn't mean for my voice to go like that.
Please continue.
I'm sorry. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, chick.
Yeah, good morning, Pat.
Yeah.
Here's Josh Arnold.
Oh, I can't get enough of it.
He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. Did you ever have to talk that way for a radio job?
I wasn't listening. What now?
I was talking like this for a little bit.
Oh, I love that guy.
Yeah.
I do too.
It's Spider with a Y. Why? I don't know.
Spider Harrison?
Yeah, Spider Harrison.
He's great.
I love that guy. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey, did he talk that way? Did he talk that way with his girlfriend?
I'm Chick McGee.
Hey, tell you what, what's for supper tonight, huh? Yeah, the potatoes, nice gravy on those.
I told her last night, I said, hey, my face leaves in 10 minutes. Be on it.
Yeah.
I haven't had the pleasure, I've only been in radio for going on 7 years, of meeting somebody whose voice on the air is way affected. Than off the air.
It's called puking back in our day.
Right. But I haven't met a puker.
Hey, what do you mean that? Why do they call it puka there, Christy Lee?
But they did.
And they always call everybody, but it's always their full name, Josh.
Yes.
It would be, that's an interesting point, Josh Arnold.
Yeah, right.
I was talking to Christy Lee here, by the way. She's going to be doing the weather at the 10s.
So, Tom, the pukers that you knew or know, are they pukers off the air?
No.
Okay. See, I don't know any of those guys.
It's like the Michael Jackson thing.
Yo, yeah, he was oddly.
When you say the Michael Jackson thing, that could be anything.
Yeah.
Oh, he talks like this, and
But like at least once on camera, he was caught not talking that way.
Talking in his real voice.
He was putting his deck together. Remember, Michael was out back.
Yeah, he's got a hammer out there, and
well, and then I was talking to Elizabeth Taylor.
oh, son of a bitch! When he hits his thumb,
He's a lot lower. Yeah.
No, the pukers. Yeah, those I love those guys.
I did not get a job one time because I was told I wasn't excited enough.
Oh, really?
Because I was talking not this normally, but relative 62 WW or WNR in Beckley, West Virginia.
An AM station?
I did an overnight shift. It was huge at the time. And
overnight, you don't need to be terribly excited, right?
It was an audition shift, and that they brought me in, and they said no. They gave it to the Lon the Night Lighter or something.
Well,
he was good.
How can you beat that?
I'll tell you what, coming up at midnight, of course, it's going to be a lot of the Suck Queen. I'll tell you what, she is popular with our sales staff.
They put Suck Queen on the air?
It's not who you know, as they say.
That's what I've heard.
Well, so we don't have to do the pukey voice. It's okay.
Hey, here's something for Tom in sports. Ladies and gentlemen, Shohei Ohtani reached a career milestone last night in a true Ohtani fashion. It put him in another exclusive club. The Angels' two-way superstar struck out a career-high tying 13 batters against the Cardinals. Sorry, Josh, 6-4. And strikeout number 13 was his 500th strikeout of his career. Nolan Arenado was the victim for number 500. With that strikeout, Ohtani joined Babe Ruth as the only players in baseball history with 500 strikeouts as a pitcher and 100 home runs as a hitter.
That's awesome. Did it happen in St. Louis by chance?
It was, I think it is.
The reason I ask is Cardinals fans, and I'm going to get whatever, would celebrate that even though the Cardinals lost.
You are applying values to Cardinals fans that are simply not.
You're
there.
saying that because the Cardinals fans are so generous.
Are such baseball fans.
Yeah. Oh, I get this straight, Josh Arnold. You're saying that those Cardinals fans are going to be. By the way, coming up, it's going to be. It's going to be douche night.
Here's my favorite.
The Massengill people are stepping up.
Hey, Josh,
everybody gets a bag.
Douche night.
Josh Arnold, talk a little bit, if you would, about the St. Louis Cardinals fans.
Tell us the Nickel Douche Night. Tell me about it. Brought to you by which is the beer company?
That's inexpensive. Nickel Douche.
Yeah, it is.
That's a good buy.
What's your average douchebag go for these days, Christy?
I don't douche. I don't know.
Well,
it's
certainly
not
you.
really.
We know that, Christy.
You know,
you don't have to tell this crowd. I'll tell you what.
You know, my mother had the Kotex and the red hot water bottle and the wand hanging right there on the towel rack in the bathroom.
My mom did too.
24 hours a day,
now,
7 days a week.
If guests came to your house, was this the bathroom they had to use also?
We only had one bathroom, so
Oh boy.
Yeah.
That manual water picture is weird.
I could barely get it in my mouth, let alone between my teeth.
Yeah, I never understood what that was for as a kid. I had no idea.
Is that the big red bag thing?
Yeah, and I had to look. Yeah.
Well, you don't see that anymore, do you?
No, you don't. But boy, it was in every one.
I thought the hot water bottle was, you're sore.
Hot water bottle's different than an enema bag or whatever.
But would some people claim that their enema bag was a hot water bottle?
Well, they could be used for both, I guess.
So what was hanging over the rack in your bathroom, chick?
Was it an actual douche?
Was it one of those pinkish?
No, it was a red hot water bottle. I could shut my eyes, you can see.
Yeah.
And there was a rubber stopper. I'm going through so many emotions right now.
You look like it.
A rubber stopper, and in the stopper there was a hole for the wand hose, and it snaked out of the hot water bottle, and on the end of it had the 4 little holes.
Yep, and it looked like a...
And what you would do is you would assume the Thanksgiving turkey position.
I see, yeah.
You take the wand.
No.
And
okay. Now by you mean your mom.
Your mom, your woman.
I'm getting the picture in my mind right
now.
Oh,
wow.
Oh, God. Was it as bushy as the picture I'm getting?
The pre-shaving day.
Yeah, it certainly was.
You got to search for that.
And now doctors don't encourage that.
Running through the jungle. Hey, Pat, I can
run through the jungle.
I think we can bring the show to a screaming halt.
What do you mean you can't help me find a chickie? You came out of it.
I also...
man.
Hey, by the way, now I understand that Josh is going to be fishing with his brothers tomorrow in the Ozarks.
What?
I just got this note. I'm sorry to interrupt the show. Josh, real bad traffic. You might want to leave now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Is that right?
Yeah, if you're driving to the Ozarks, you better leave right away. Wow.
Oh, they're having dust storms, right? Or something? It was horrible.
Oh, that was awful.
He says, just outside of Springfield.
Yeah,
Illinois.
that was a horrible story.
Now on a,
good morning.
On a different note, the Great Lakes. Oh, boy. You know something?
Did you say Great Lakes?
I said the Great Lakes.
Great Lakes.
Because you got that water bottle.
The Lobby Association.
That's short for the Great Labia. We all know it.
You know something? The moment has passed. We're going to have to do something else. I need a palate cleanser over there. What do you got?
I've got this. Remember a couple nights ago, Philadelphia Phillies broadcaster Kevin Stocker promoting free giveaway night coming up. With the Phillies.
Clear space on your shelf and get ready to bring home a legend when the Phils host the Dodgers on Friday, June 9th at 7:05 p.m. And all fans 15 and over receive a Johnson Controls Dick Allen Bobble figurine. Order tickets now at
Johnson Controlled Dickhead.
Listen to the silence here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you know they've hit their silence buttons and they're just laughing and making fun of each other.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's hilarious.
Now, in defense of those guys, that is such a difficult thing to do.
So, and the names, it's clearly sponsored. It's a player's name.
What do you mean, reading?
There's a ton going on
When you're
there.
doing
I tell you what's difficult.
play-by-play.
Oh, go ahead.
When you're doing play-by-play.
I've done play-by-play.
God, I'd love
Not
to.
baseball. I've done football and basketball.
It's hard.
Actually, I was better at football. I tried basketball one game.
They're both extremely difficult.
And I did not like it.
Wouldn't the pitch clock help baseball announcers?
Well, they're going to have to, be
it does. It speeds up the game, so they don't have to fill
yes
as
and no,
much.
but yeah, the thing about
that
baseball,
reminds
you've
me
got
of the-
so much to fill.
Oh, it's so...
Well, what this guy's reading is also clunky.
Yeah.
That's...
But they all have those. If you listen to a Major League Baseball game, and they all say 7:05, 7:35, I mean, it's real
But
detail
it's the thing is they're also being they're being handed a card in the middle of something.
Right.
I almost lost it this morning because of the thing I'm supposed to read over here that they only left out the only important thing in it. It's not on the page. So I completely screwed it up, and I just about said I was so
saw your
pissed.
lips moving.
In fact, I've got to make a phone call before I have to read it again.
Yeah.
It's only missing the only important thing in the story. Sorry. Now, why don't we just calm down?
Us?
And
I love when the angry,
Pat,
I know.
out of control person. What are you trying?
By we, I mean myself.
Okay.
Okay.
Yours
What would
truly.
calm you down?
Here's something. This is kind of cool. The Great Lakes Shipwreck Historical Society.
Oh, the Great Lakes Shipwreck
has made a special announcement. This is in the wake of the death of Gordon Lightfoot.
Oh, no.
The man behind one of the great songs of the era, The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Oh, it's a wonderful epic.
People
It's
would
a
have
kind song. It certainly shouldn't have been.
People would have forgotten about this famous shipwreck in 1975 in Lake Superior had it not been for this song.
Yeah.
And you may be aware that they recovered the bell. This is pretty cool. This is interesting. They have the bell now housed at Michigan State University.
Oh, Michigan.
It was restored by Michigan State University. It's now actually housed at the Great Lakes Shipwreck Museum, and they ring it. They ring it 20. Can I please speak? They ring it 29 times. This is serious, Christy. They ring it 29 times in the anniversary of the ceremony every November 10th. Now, at 3:00 on Tuesday, they at the Mariners Church in Detroit, the so-called Maritime Sailors Cathedral, they're going to ring it 30 times.
What?
In honor of Gordon Lightfoot.
That is a spitting in the face of those brave men out on the water.
No,
all this guy did was play guitar.
He wrote a great song to my boy. Now, Pat,
this is how you get
to continue honoring this with dignity, Pat.
This is not an honor.
Someone help me.
Pat, I feel for you.
You feel that what he's about to do honors everyone involved?
Everybody?
Okay.
Oh, he's telling us this is serious.
Look at him.
This is important. Now, tell us about Ella Fitzgerald's rectum, will you?
Yeah, because
Well, check it sits down below, like the ship we all know. The rectum of Ella Fitzgerald.
no joke.
She'd scat when she sang and her bottom would bang. A disaster when the winds would come early.
Gordon's spinning in his grave.
The Fitzgerald family emailed me, said stop singing about poor Ella's rectum. They complained and they cussed. I threw Tom under the bus and said I write him. It's Tom who corrects him. You know, a doctor had said would always turn his head when performing her colon procedure. There's polyps in corn and Louis Armstrong's horn. The rectum of Ella Fitzgerald.
You know, we
And now
indulge
they ring
because it
that
makes you
bell.
so happy.
They ring that bell 30 times.
Yes.
Please tell me that you
God.
at least submitted that for to be nominated for funniest song of the year or whatever it is that you're up for.
Absolutely not.
Can you imagine the judges having to listen to that?
What is this?
What the hell is this?
I tell you what, Weird Al would never do that one, which is why it's good.
Oh, I love Al.
Oh, yeah, that's real bold stuff he does. Eat it, eat it.
Oh, yeah, it was good.
How can we make this more bland? These are lame jokes. They'll play it on the Light and Lame show.
Okay.
He's done all right.
I want you to all know we're listening to the auteur of Who Cut the Cheese.
Oh, man.
Careful there.
Careful there, Shakespeare.
Glass House. Hey!
I mean, like a sturgeon. That's witty.
It was surgeon.
Like a sturgeon would have been funny.
Yeah, that would have been funny. That actually may have been more interesting.
I mean, that's the one we
Don't
did.
you sully this for. I want Weird Al in here one day. Don't.
He's been in here twice.
Well, I want him in here when I'm here.
Okay. What's your fave?
Weird Al song?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a tough.
The Weird Al movie is brilliant.
UHF is hysterical.
No, I mean the one right now, the new one. Daniel Radcliffe.
I've not seen it.
Yeah, Harry Potter's
so
in it.
funny.
Okay.
Harry Potter's in it.
It's really funny.
Anyway, so I just thought I thought that was a really nice thing that they did.
Oh, yeah,
for
that's a
Lightfoot.
great tribute.
And a nice tribute to that, the really nice thing, Souls on the ship. Here's Pat with the Rectum song.
Right.
It's not called the Rectum song. You don't give the punchline away in the title. My point is,
you are wearing me out.
You know that? Sometimes you have to add a little wit to get people to pay attention.
Really?
Well, yeah.
When we can start doing that.
That's some high comedy there.
That's
polyps and corn line. She got a trumpet up her ass.
First of all, you ignoramus, it's not a trumpet, okay?
It's a cornet, and I don't. Where'd you get the Oscar Wilde wrote something about that, didn't he? Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Louis Armstrong's horn, a trumpet. Fool. Probably.
Fool.
You know what? When he's right, he's right. I should have known better.
Your ignorance of the brass has no limit.
You know what a flugelhorn is?
I've heard of one.
Would you rather have a cornet or a flugelhorn up your keister? The answer is cornet. Once that third valve goes in and the flugelhorn, you'll be wishing you'd said cornet.
It's my favorite line of the day. You don't give away rectum in the title.
Yeah, of course not.
It's not called the Rectum song. Give away the punchline of the title.
So would you rather we did a parody of Sundown?
Oh, what could we do for that?
Sundown, I don't see you now because I'm 6 feet under and it's dark in here.
Hey, let me tell you something. You know what? That was right off the top of his head.
It's a little on the nose, but yeah, sure.
If you could read my lips, you'd be going, they're not moving. I guess he's not talking.
Oh my God. I have to sew them shut so my mouth doesn't open during the wake.
You know, that's a real art form. Sewing people's mouths shut.
Okay, thanks very much for joining us.
Yeah, this has been fun.
Oh, boy.
Thank you, Christy Lee. We got you got your Josh Arnold. You know, Josh is going to be going fishing.
Is
Christy, can you do the puking?
Sure she can.
I don't know. Can I?
Yeah, sure.
Do they have the lady announcers that puke?
I haven't heard many, but I have heard some, yeah.
I am a pretty lady. I read magazines, and I like to put on makeup.
Well, I wouldn't really talk like that.
That's right.
Whoever that is, I like.
Hey, that's Christy with a K and an I. You'll find me on the Insta.
What's the cliche lady voice in the radio? How do they do
The
it?
cliche?
It's usually the
usually it was
Delilah
breathy.
thing.
Oh, Delilah. Yeah.
Yes, you're listening to.
That's right.
Yeah, the Bob and Tom Show. Don't go anywhere.
And Tom's contention that as soon as the microphone's off, that woman is hawking up a loogie and lighting her own flatulence.
And don't forget, she's a hog.
Yeah, she's huge.
As big as all outdoors.
Where's my camel?
Hey, can I have a
Coming up,
coffee?
now here it is. Coming up, we're going to have stories about ice cream sandwiches you don't want to miss.
That's very good. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. And coming up, I think we can feature a little Delilah tribute.
Oh, yeah. Maria Bamford.
Maria Bamford, who we spoke to
She does a great Delilah.
just a couple days ago, right?
No, it was last month.
So here it is. This is
already
Maria, doing Delilah. Delilah does the overnight
Oh, she's done very well with it.
syndicated show.
Love is hard.
Okay, here we go. Here it is.
I'm actually in love right now. My boyfriend and I are walking around town in a two-headed Snuggie. It's getting pretty intense.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I'm so good, because I have a hard time listening to the love songs with Delilah. Where are you calling from tonight? Where are you? What's going on with you tonight? What's your name? Requests and dedications. Hi, Amy, calling in from Tustin, Arizona. What's going on with you tonight? You and Matt broke up? That's hard. What do you want to say to Matt tonight? We'll play that for you. That's Penny Lover by Lionel Richie. Penny Lover.
That is absolutely on the nose. She could care less what anybody's saying.
So I'm at this big radio convention, and there's like 800 people or whatever in this thing, and I have to introduce. I'm on a seminar thing with Delilah. What do you call it when you're up there? And not a seminar, but
like
a panel discussion.
Panel
discussion.
with Delilah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And so we're in the big hallway getting ready for this thing, and there's this beautiful kind of grand piano there, and the things going on in the next room, and we're getting ready to go in, and a guy comes by with one of those real high carts that holds like 30 trays. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, for the banquet?
And for the banquet, and each tray has like 14 Boston cream pies on it. I'm totally serious. This actually happened. And Delilah walks over to the thing, takes one of the pies off, takes her fingers, scoops it up, and
no.
Yep. I will go to my grave swearing that happened.
Wow.
And she downed 2 big pieces of cake, took a napkin, wiped her face off, and out we went.
Huge. And his impression of her will never be...
No knife, no fork, just...
Why do I get the feeling...
Just hoofed it.
I cannot testify in the afternoon. I'm not doing it.
She took her cloven hoof and slid it along the cake.
More sports coming up. Giants and the Padres had a series in Mexico, and evidently there's a problem that's lingering in the clubhouses, and we will have a world record coming up.
And some more Star Wars tributes coming up.
May the 4th be with you.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete...
Indianapolis, believe it or not, at one point was the biggest manufacturer house, the most car manufacturers anywhere. This was before Detroit took over. And Detroit ended up taking over because they were right on the Lake Michigan, and it was easier to get ore and steel and everything, the raw materials. For some reason, this was where cars manufacturers were. Well, they wanted a test facility. Carl Fisher, who owned Prestolite, and Prestolite was a big factory, and they made a bunch of different stuff, but one of them, they made headlights for automobiles, was his big deal. He ended up going on to develop Miami. He turned Miami into a vacation place, but he was one of the 4 founders. And they go, we need a place. Well, Speedway at that time, that was out in the country. And so they bought this property. How big are we going to make the track? And they're kicking it around. And they made the track 2.5 miles because that's what fit in the property they had bought. That's how that became, the property they had, it became 2.5 miles. And it was a test track. And they just started promoting it as the biggest and the best and the da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But that's where the Indianapolis 500 is where a lot of innovation took place for years, like brakes and shocks and tires and safety. The Indianapolis Motor Speedway and the IndyCar Series have pioneered safety in automobiles. So how did it become the biggest and the best? I mean, just the daringness of the drivers, the innovation that took place, and again, the purses were always the biggest, and it was just where everybody from all over the world wanted to come.
This May the 4th, Carrie Fisher is receiving a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, a May the 4th tribute to one of Star Wars franchise's most beloved characters. On Thursday, Fisher, who died in 2016, joined Star Wars co-stars Harrison Ford and Mark Hamill on the Hollywood tourist attraction that recognizes luminaries from film, television, music, and other entertainment industries. The trio stars all located on the 6800 block of Hollywood Boulevard, near where the original film debuted in 1977. A $75,000 fee now required to create and maintain Walk of Fame stars. Federal Reserve reinforced its fight against high inflation by raising its key interest rate by a quarter point to the highest level in 16 years. Fed also signaled it may now pause its streak of 10 rate hikes, which have made borrowing for consumers and businesses steadily more expensive. In a statement after its latest policy meeting, the Fed removed a sentence from its previous statement that had said some additional rate hikes might be needed. It replaced it with language that said it will weigh a range of factors in determining the extent to which future hikes might be needed. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Brigham All Broadcasting presents another Bob and Tom Olympic moment in history.
The year was 1896.
Uh-oh.
The place just outside of Athens, near the town of Stactontopolis, Greece. While preparing for the first modern Olympics, organizers were forced to eliminate a track and field event. In what will surely go down as the biggest bloodbath in Olympic history, runners from 5 teams were injured at the initial time trials of the 100-meter razor hurdles. 4 of the 5 athletes would never compete again. However, Austrian hurdler Klaus Kleinendorfer went on to be a silver medalist for the women's team as Gretchen Kleinendorfer.
Thank you very much for this.
Thank you for this medal.
This has been another Bob and Tom Olympic moment in history.
Sound like Paul Hum at the end.
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Now, Andy Hendrickson is the other voice you're hearing in the studio. Andy is a stand-up comedian. You're a young guy.
Yeah.
Handsome guy. Are you married?
No, I'm single.
Girlfriend or anything?
No, none of that. It's, it's
You
tough on the
comedians
road.
really know how to get the action.
Troubadours, Tom. They move from town to town. New woman in every port.
Yeah, all my friends are married. I got more weddings on the docket this year. I got a wedding on Memorial Day, another one on Labor Day. You guys have the friends like that? You're like, oh, great, your love's so special. You get to wreck my 3-day weekend.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Maybe I'll have my funeral on the Super Bowl. How about that?
How about that? I'll show you.
Bring a snack.
Where are you from, by the way?
Patterson, from Patterson, New Jersey.
Oh, sure. That's famous.
Yeah, small.
Sure.
Thugged out town. It's tiny. So small, we used to get robbed by people we knew.
That's small.
People like, stick them up. I'm like, Andre? I'm going to tell your mother, man. By the way, how is Aunt Carol? How's she doing? I'll come over for dinner.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're so weird.
You have no idea. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom.
Should be a lot of fun.
You were doing fine. You don't know when to shut up.
No, I know when to shut up. I just had to cram every word in because 2 Abels were talking in the background.
Well, see your
I
two a-holes.
didn't know a rectum could talk. Really, we'll come here and watch.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Why is it we're always having so much fun? Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi, chick.
Pat Godwin at the Performance Pavilion. There's Josh Arnold, the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chick.
What'd you call
Should be a
yourself?
fun time.
A parodist?
There's Ace Cosby.
The morning paradise.
The morning paradist.
Yeah, that's so great.
That is the
For
best.
light and lame.
So,
Yes.
hi, Pat. What do you do for a living?
Well,
I'm the morning paradise.
Oh, morning paradise.
Would you like to hear something?
That sounds erotic.
Will you paradise for me?
Would you touch my thigh?
The morning paradise.
Oh,
Go ahead. What do you got?
Baby, I'm a want you.
Yes.
Baby, I'm a talk weird. Baby, I'm a chameleon. Yeah, that's what we do here. It's not that funny, but it's long.
here are more words that rhyme with want. I'ma want you. Baby, I'ma punt you.
What?
Punt and want don't rhyme.
Punt and want
Sure
rhyme.
they do, yeah.
Sure they do.
Yeah.
Rhyme close enough for
No,
songwriting.
that's what it would be called a near rhyme. Now, if you want a true rhyme with punt, it's going to be a very, very bad song. Could we move forward?
Well, if want rhymes with punt, it also rhymes
Yeah,
with...
we have a special request coming up. By the way, comedians Al Jackson and Andy Woodhull. Andy will be joining us in the studio shortly.
All right.
And the English are saying the most boring quiche ever created this morning.
It's the official.
And Buckingham Palace has revealed the official dish that the King and Queen Consort are inviting us to cook at our own street parties next month.
Convenience.
And it's a quiche. The recipe features spinach, broad beans, cheese and tarragon. It was created by the royal head chef and it was chosen specifically because it's perfect for sharing.
The royal chef, of course, Sebastian Bastard, is an amazing chef.
Fish sharing, what is that?
For sharing.
For sharing.
It's perfect for sharing.
I mean, what is it?
It's a quiche.
What isn't perfect for sharing? I don't understand.
Bowl of chili.
Yeah. Okay, so you
one popsicle,
a taco. Oh, how stupid of me.
What is the sound?
I guess the only thing you can share is a quiche.
Or a shucked oyster. You don't really want to
share.
Or
a pizza.
Oh,
They don't.
Do they have pizza in London?
I'm sure they do, but I don't think it's a London dish.
Okay.
You know what they like in London? Sticky toffee pudding and mushy peas.
Man went there once.
What's that?
I lived there for half of my life.
Well, there's this.
I read a book there.
Spotted Dick is a famous.
Yeah, you can buy that at your local grocery store in a can. Yeah.
Have you had it?
Yeah. Spotted Dick in the can sounds like a weekend with Michael Jackson.
It's a children's book?
No. The vitiligo reference. That's what that was.
Yeah. So he claimed, like he wasn't purposely doing it.
Okay, we have...
everyone knows.
We have a special
now
request.
Here's an angry old man.
Wow.
This is a secret. This is a special request, I should say, from Josh Arnold, who didn't know he couldn't remember a song. All he remembered was one phrase from
How
the song.
did you remember it?
It popped into my head.
No. Tom, somebody helped you remember this.
I remembered it as being from Tim Wilson. And then Dean and I talked about it, and Dean remembered the song.
All right.
All I could remember was the line in the chorus that you asked about, and we're going to play the song. It's very short.
Here it is right
now. But give it a listen.
There's 8 of us in a Jim Walter home. They got Joe genes and my chromosomes, but these young'uns are about to drive me out of my skull. They've lost their minds and you've lost your looks. You think I've slept with the telephone book, but to tell you the truth, I'm only halfway through the queue. And if you try to save this marriage again, I kill you. Louder than an outboard Evan Rude. You got us living on Little League food. You're cooking corn dogs for a 35-year-old man. And you've been laying around like I'm a nurse's aide. I ought to draw checks from Medicaid. You laid on the sofa till your butt turned black and blue. And if you try to save this marriage again, I kill you. Honey, call your lawyer, get him on the phone. Y'all can split everything that I own. Divorce is rough and there's hell to pay, but we don't own anything anyway. Since you turned me into the Internal Revenue. And if you try to save this marriage again, I kill you. Honey, call your lawyer, tell him everything. Man, that fat lady sure could sing. Take the darn house and I wish you luck. There's a Hooter girl waiting in the pickup truck. She's a 38D and she just turned 22. And if you try to save this marriage judge again. I killed.
I killed you. Thank you very much.
That is good.
Another classic. There we go. Dusting that one off. Oh, there you go. Now, are we returning to the sports page?
No, more sports coming up. And Giants and the Padres are still having trouble from when they traveled to Mexico to play that two-game series at the end of April. You can probably guess what the problem is.
Coming up, we have a story.
Also, a world record.
Okay, and we have a story about the end of the earth.
End of time or the end?
The end of the earth.
I guess it would be both.
Time won't end.
No, time will go along just fine without us.
Although is time a construct of the human mind?
Here we go.
Time is a circle. I've heard that.
Okay, good. We'll be hearing about the end of the earth coming up. Also, we have a cool world record, I think. Do you like this world record?
I like the sport. If you could call it a sport, I like that angle.
Okay, and weird news from the world of the Airbnb.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with? Did you ever do the Airbnb, John?
I have done it. Yeah.
Man, I do it all the time.
Okay.
Love the Airbnb.
Me too.
Okay, well, you'll like this.
I hated it.
We'll be right back.
Using other people's toothbrushes. I love it.
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning.
On my dog once. That was
no.
That's
Are
pretty
you
bad.
kidding me?
Okay. This Olympic moment brought to you by
Little Christy Lee, downhill slalom specialist,
the
once
20s.
puked on her dog.
Animal cruelty.
Puked on your dog.
the 20s were not good to me.
You know how to party.
No, and I had an Afghan hound. Do you ever?
Oh, man. You have to comb that out.
Yeah, she made the mistake of falling asleep on the side of the bed that day.
I never trusted those Afghanis. I'll tell you.
Wait a minute,
never did.
Forgetting the poor dog just laying there sleeping.
Looking at you with all that love in their eyes.
And it gets better.
Mommy's waking up.
It gets better.
A dog will lick it up.
Christy puked on her dog.
Do you know what my dog's name was when it gets better?
Ralph.
I was part of the team that launched the first low salt, low sugar peanut butter into the category. It was called Simply Jif. It was targeted towards diabetics. I wanted to call it type 2 peanut goo, but yeah, of course you don't feel good, Greg. You ate an entire rotisserie chicken at 11:30 at night. You shoved the whole thing in your fat face in 6 minutes, Greg. I think you ate the rubber band that holds the legs together. I mean, come on. My birth certificate? That document is 54 years old. I also don't have the Declaration of Independence. Because I don't know if you've ever seen an organic peanut butter kid go off the deep end. It is not pretty. Okay, these kids, they spend 18 years eating it, then they go off to college. They have one bite of a Jif sandwich. 6 weeks later, they're passed out on a park bench with Nutter Butters all over their face.
One big gulp. Astronomers reported their observations of what appears to be a gas giant around the size of Jupiter or bigger being eaten by its star. The sun-like star had been puffing up with old age for eons, finally got so big it engulfed the close-orbiting planet. And for the first time, researchers have captured and radio-collared a bear in the Santa Monica Mountains near Los Angeles. The National Park Service says Wednesday the 210-pound black bear, dubbed BB-12, was caught April 23rd in a natural area on the western end of the range. BB-12 is a male estimated to be about 3 or 4 years old. The animal was measured, given an exam, and outfitted with a GPS collar. Biologists say it's the first time in 20 years they've encountered a bear that had been taking up residence in the mountains northwest of downtown L.A. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, which begs the question, why do you need Bob and Tom 24/7?
Rick Schrader is our guest. Rick is a newly married new dad.
Yes, I have a 4-year-old daughter now, she's a doll. Her name's Maya, and she's beautiful, but I'll tell you, she's fallen under the sway of the evil purple one.
You mean...
Yes, Barney.
Barney the dinosaur?
Every morning, I love you. I haven't digested a breakfast in a year for listening to Barney on the those amazing robot Stepford-like children they have surrounding him and the realistic portrayals of kids. Now, hey, Barney, let's clean our room and then pray. Where do they get these kids? Off the Mouseketeers directly to Barney, and it's amazing. The kids love Barney. They love him. That's going to be the next Waco type disaster. Barney and his followers in a Quonset hut outside Dallas. Sharing means caring, Billy. So strike the match. Next thing you know, polyurethane Barney suit goes up like tinder. I point this out because I care.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
An overturned truck spilled 42,000 pounds of beer onto a West Virginia highway the day after Christmas.
Damn. I just picture hill folk crawling out of the ditch immediately. Like the second the beers hit, all of a sudden there's 30 people. Oh, get on, Barry. Go on, get him. Grab him.
Give me that straw.
I mean, they didn't ship it in a big tanker?
No.
You're thinking of gasoline.
Yes, gasoline goes in big tankers.
I've seen one filled with fat. It said this fat is not edible. It's used for something else.
Non-potable fat.
Tanker. Here's one of the fattest things I've ever done.
Oh, God.
Somebody once put a sign on my back that said, this fat is not edible. It is just used for other uses. Is that what you wanted, chick?
Lowell Sanders is here with us.
I'm on the road.
Now, Lowell, are you a single man?
Yeah, I left a wife in Detroit.
Oh, okay.
I see how it works. Police should have found her by now. I'm kidding. They won't find her.
Ain't no way. You're that good, aren't you?
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
Oh, my God.
There's laughter ahead. This is...
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room. I know that because his shirt says Pat.
Right here.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Willie Griswold on assignment. I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom Griswold with our special guest in studio.
Thank you very much. We're joined by... Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys.
He does look
yeah.
Brian.
Oh, wait a minute.
Thanks, guys. I get Bee Gees often, too.
Oh,
do you? Beach Boys more
I
than
can see that.
Gibb? More Wilson than Gibb?
Yeah, I think more Wilson.
It's a comedian, Andy Woodhull, who looks kind of like Brian Wilson a little bit. Got the beard, got that long hair going.
Yeah, got long hair. I haven't been here since I had the long hair. Huh?
Yeah. How do you like
this? This is a 2-year look for me, This is my new
hippie.
This is my post-COVID look.
Oh.
I just didn't get a haircut for a year. And then when we were allowed to get haircuts again, I live in California. Haircuts were super dangerous for a little while out there.
Yes.
And so for a long time. And then when I was going to get a cut, my girlfriend goes, I think it looks good long. And so I looked in the mirror. She's right. I can't believe how good it looks. It grew out. It grew out amazing. I mean, the biggest bummer of it is I'm 43. You telling me I could have this hair in my 20s and 30s? Can you imagine where my career would be right now? Oh, my gosh. So I'm excited. I got this new haircut, and then I go home, visit my mom and dad, and I was not excited to find out. Right now, my mom and I, we have the exact same haircut. Exactly the same. It looks like we did a mother-son outing, and one of the things was we went over to the beauty parlor, and we said, we're not leaving until we're twins. Get to work.
So how's your mom's beard coming?
It's going well. It's going well for her. It's coming in. It's not as gray as mine, so I'm jealous about that. But we have always looked alike, my mom and I. My whole life, people say I look like my mom, and I was taking my girlfriend to visit them, and she hadn't met them yet, and she kept saying, what are they like? What do I need to know before I meet them, right? And so I finally did say, one thing you should know is you're going to find my mom's haircut attractive. Very attracted to my mom's haircut. In fact, if you see me from behind, you better tap me on the shoulder or something to confirm my identity before you do any of that stuff you often do when you pass me in the hallway. If you credit card swipe my mom before you get to know each other, it's going to be a weird relationship.
The old credit card swipe.
Credit card swiping is good. Some people moved on to the chip, but I find it too invasive. I won't go there.
Chip. Yeah, that's just right in.
Yeah.
What is the credit card swipe?
Well,
Christy,
I'll
show you. Think about the...
He's going to say gluteal cleft. I say ass crack. Or the front part can also use as a swipe.
The gluteal cleft.
So when you walk by somebody, you...
The vertical slot, if
Yes.
you will.
Sorry, Christy.
That starts just below those two dimples you have in your back.
The vertical slot in the back.
Not everyone has the dimples.
I don't have the dimples.
You
I don't
have the dimples?
think.
So you got one dimple in your face.
Yes.
But aren't those thumb?
I thought there was a total of 3.
Those are where you put your thumbs, right?
That third one's not a dimple. That is where you put your thumb.
Oh, dear.
Jeez.
Oh, dear.
So what, you walk by your girlfriend and you go, shh, like that?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Once.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've walked by many ex-girlfriends and done that.
Credit card check.
Oh, you smack on the ass. Let's go get him. That's what I
Really?
Yeah, let's go.
I think
Okay.
Andy's point, you don't want to do, the one where you do
The chip, yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
The tap now.
What?
The tap makes me nervous, by the way.
Oh, tapping your credit card?
Yeah, how soon are you just going to walk up to the counter and all of a sudden everything just is...
Tom, very soon.
Yeah.
I thought the locked door out here, the system we have to get into the building, would have freaked you out a lot more.
Oh, because you just hold, yeah.
But you don't. You don't have to hold you can just walk up there and it knows you have your phone and it unlocks.
Pretty soon we'll all have a chip. Well, I have one because I got the vaccine, but inside of us, that will.
Your car, doesn't your car not have a key?
Yes, and that was incredibly hard to get used to. But yeah, I just walk up and it unlocks and then I get
So how do you valet park it?
What, is it all on your phone?
Do you have to give the valet your phone?
I don't valet park that much.
But if you had to, how do you do it?
I would have to have a key in the car. No, yes, I'd put a key in the car for him.
So, okay, you have a key. You just don't need to use the key.
One of the process was you need to share your key with your phone when you get your car, and I did that. And
Okay.
yeah.
Andy, do you still have a car living in L.A.?
Yeah. I got a car.
You kind of have to have one.
Runs
don't you?
with a key and everything. Pretty old school.
See, that's I'm like that. I want a key.
No,
So do I.
No, you push the button and it starts the car. You don't have to put up. What are you, an animal? You
No,
start
my
the
current car.
with a key?
My car has a push start, but I prefer keys and things.
I used to have a push start car about 40 years ago. To get it going, you had to push it and pop the clutch. used to have a whole different meaning.
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
Well,
And did you know these the insurance people?
Did you ever notice what?
They know what you're doing now. If you participate in some of these programs, they know exactly where you travel and what time of day and how far you've driven. And
Yes, like the
frequent-
drive safe or the good driver or
the
whatever.
Good Driver Award, you get money back, and which I do because
I
I
get
never
money
go
back.
anywhere. And
I don't tell them where I'm going.
they don't know.
It knows how
You're
fast
really
you
tired
go.
after the show. They don't know about that part. Okay. Anyway. Did you know that? They're keeping an eye on us, Tom. Everybody's keeping an eye on everybody else.
I'm great. It's okay. Follow me, you'll get bored.
How about this? San Francisco Giants pitcher Logan Webb is letting fans in on the grind of Major League Baseball. More specifically, he talked about issues seen on the team following a recent trip to Mexico City.
Oh, there's nothing casual
the fun is.
Casual sports fans love more than a millionaire athlete telling them how hard their job is.
The Giants battled the Padres at a 2-game set south of the border at the end of April, and apparently players on the Giants brought some problems back to the United States. San Francisco swept in a pair of high-scoring matchups.
You get some kind of evil crabs.
Logan Webb.
Some kind of a black discharge after
according to
a couple of hookers and
the Giants' Instagram, the Gram.
Yeah.
Quote, I think 3/4 of our clubhouse has the blank blank TS.
The so-called Montezuma's revenge.
They drank the water, huh?
He's very candid. He said the whole trip was very grindy. It's been a mental grind. It's been a physical grind. I think 3/4 of our clubhouse has the trots. It'll be good to get back home for sure. Hopefully, my diarrhea will go away.
Then we get back on solid ground, if you will, Tom. You had diarrhea recently.
Yeah,
didn't
you really had diarrhea.
A whole week, right?
It's horrific.
You know, my father said...
they often credit Isaac Newton with developing the theory of gravity when he saw an apple fall from a tree.
Right.
Did you know that, was it Goddard that developed the rocket?
Yeah, Robert Goddard. Yeah,
the propulsion. Go ahead. Bad case of diarrhea is we can go to the moon.
Was it one of those where you had to clean under the seat?
Have you ever... Yeah. Have you ever...
I love that. I love that Disney song.
And
under the seat.
Don't tell me this hasn't happened to you. You, at some point during that process, you don't think it's going to stop, right?
Yeah. You go,
this is going.
My insides have liquefied, and
this is
it's
all going forever,
coming
and
out.
I'm just going to get shorter.
I'll just be a
and
husk.
So this happened to the baseball players, eh?
Yes.
Well, that's going to be rough.
And apparently, Josh has no pity for them because they're millionaires.
Well, I'm just saying, it's the way that headline.
I thought you
read.
were a St. Louis Cardinals fan.
I am,
and
yeah.
you give all the praises to Allah and
that's right.
And the baseball people.
You have to be of a religious sect, a particular
Yes,
sect.
in the 7th inning, they all face Mecca.
That's right.
Wouldn't that be a weird thing in a ball game? You'll see the symbol to bow to it.
There's a chance that happens in like certain cricket matches and stuff, right?
Sure.
That all of a sudden the whole thing stops.
Oh my gosh!
Or maybe they time around it, or maybe I have my cultures mixed up. You do.
And now,
okay, fair enough.
Josh Arnold angers the Muslim world.
I'm ignorant to many other.
Do we have a world record today?
Stupid world record.
Chick claimed he loved this one.
An amateur pool player. That's the part I liked.
Oh, okay.
In Hungary. Where are you on this? Hungary. You know, they have a high school there, the Hungry Hippos. They broke the Guinness World Record for the longest duration to spin a billiard ball.
What is this?
Everyone else is hearing that, right?
Right.
Okay.
That's the sound of the video. This is actually
Mulder and Scully were about to walk in.
This is actually really cool.
Bence, B-E-N-C-E, Bence Kovari, and there are more marks over letters than I've ever seen in my life in the name Kovari.
You got umlauts over there?
You got umlauts, you got a tilde, you got achieved the record by spinning a billiard ball for 47.13 seconds. Oh, here we go. Beating the previous record of 42.2 seconds. And
I see.
Spinning.
Oh, I thought he just spun it.
No, that's what I thought too. So he actually used the cue.
He hits a ball
with the ball. Yeah,
with a ball, and then the ball starts spinning.
And it's remaining spinning. It's
Well, I thought it was going to be on his finger, or at least maybe the key stick.
I feel like this is the end of
basketball.
Yeah.
Well, there's a trick.
Now you got some.
Yeah, play Sweet Georgia Brown while this is going.
Yeah, and that's what the Globetrotters are going to do next time.
It stops and goes the other direction.
I think that's an optical illusion.
That's an optical illusion.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he's doing magic too? Is that part of the record?
Shut up, Andy. And
he may be the devil.
This is ridiculous how long this is spinning.
47 seconds.
It's great.
Feels like
I
49.
Now, when you come into work, you take your balls for a spin in that nice car of yours?
Possibly. That's very silly.
That's some serious English you put on that baby.
According to the record authority, the challenge involves using a cue stick to strike a cue ball, which then hits a second billiard ball, causing the cue ball to spin.
Tom has his hand raised, like you love when he does.
So this implies that if I don't recognize you, you just have to keep it to yourself.
That's correct.
All right. If the cue ball... Yes, Tom.
Christy, what did you just say?
What did I just say?
You said he
I used a lot of English on that.
used a lot of English on that.
You don't play pool?
Yeah, no. I have a question.
All right.
Is this a setup to
No,
a stupid remark?
This is not. What do they say in England?
Put English
the same,
on it?
yeah.
They would
Do they say you
English.
put a little bit of English on that?
Put a little bit of us on it.
What do they say in France?
English.
So if
But
you're
they don't
playing a
use the
guy from
word
England, he
English.
goes, I put a little me on that. It's a legitimate question.
That's a totally different thing.
You get thrown out of some pool halls for doing that.
Yeah, no joke. Ugh.
Also, Tom, why do you park on the driveway and drive on the parkway?
Thank you, George Carlin.
What's that all about?
Jumbo shrimp.
Let's take a break.
Clear space on your shelf and get ready to bring home a legend when the Phils host the Dodgers on Friday, June 9th at 7:05 p.m. And all fans 15 and over receive a Johnson Controls Dick Allen Bobble figurine. Order tickets now at
Johnson control dickhead.
Yeah.
So
That's your workhorse of the
open a little
dickhead.
zipper,
gosh.
and then you can control the movement of the head.
Embrace it. And that's sports.
It is?
Oh.
Christy, what do you have coming up?
Coming up, we have a really interesting story if you like ice cream sandwiches.
Who does?
Oh, yeah,
We have our Rock Hall of Fame inductees. We have a dog rescue, and we have a goat fight.
Rock Hall of Fame or Rock and Roll
Wait.
Hall of Fame?
Rock and Roll Hall of
Wait
Fame.
a
Now this
Technically.
Goat fight.
another geode.
Goat fight?
Goat fight.
I want to see a goat fight.
Do you?
Yeah. Would you bet a goat fight?
What I want?
Would you go and watch a goat fight like they want? Cockfight?
No.
Well, what's wrong with you?
You ever eaten goat?
Tom's not a fan.
Not that I'm aware of. I've been to Tijuana a couple times.
Goat cheese is very good.
Yeah, there was a show where a guy ate a goat.
That's all I'm saying.
I went to a place and they...
You know what's the hardest part about eating a goat?
What?
Getting his legs apart.
Getting
of
his
course,
legs
yeah.
apart. Thanks. You very much.
A little English on that show. Make it funny.
All right, sir.
You know, sometimes you need things to make things better. I know some place you can go to make your house better.
Really, tell us about it, Josh.
Angie's List is now Angie, your home for everything home. Angie doesn't just get your home projects done. No. Angie gets them done well. Angie, your personal home expert, having served 150 million consumers to date with over 220,000 pros in their network. I love Angie because Angie makes it easy to research, compare, and hire pros to ensure a job done well. Andy Woodhull, I needed a little chimney work done, so I went on to Angie and found the pros that got me hooked up perfectly. Angie has simplified finding help for home projects. In just a few taps in the Angie app or clicks on the site, you can have Angie tackle your home service project from start to finish, or you can research and connect with local pros for a specific project. I know Jessica Alsman of our staff needs her mailbox reposted, and she may actually go ahead and get a whole new thing. Well, she didn't know where to start. I said, go to Angie. And Angie can help you get a fair price for your project. Angie has projects that are priced up front. They clearly lay out the cost before you buy. No surprises, no sticker shock. Angie, my go-to for all types of projects. Angie can help with hundreds of projects, small repairs, major remodels, and everything in between. Angie, my go-to for anything I need to get done around the house. Download the free Angie mobile app today or visit Angie.com. That's ANGI.com.
Just don't go up to your buddy and go, hey, listen, I've got a really complicated job that involves climbing on my roof and not wrecking it. Do you have a buddy that has some spare time that can try this and probably fall off my roof? Bad idea.
Yeah.
Call Angie, ANGI.com, ANGI.com. Now, when we come back, we're going to hang out with a couple great comedians. Al Jackson will be joining us. Andy Woodhull here in the studio right now. By the way, Andy, tomorrow and Saturday at Helium in Richmond Heights, Missouri, Greater St. Louis. We'll be right back. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom.
Tell us more about scatting.
Well, it's it's like in the traditional jazz sense. It's the scooter beat a bada. But I mean, I don't do that. I do it to classic rock only.
Right. The most famous scat is probably the worst ever.
Of Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra, a great artist, but the doobie, one of the worst,
Absolutely.
terrible scats. But
but I mean, it's hard. Like, if you're in the car and you're listening to Led Zeppelin, it's hard not to do the bow, bow, bam, doom, cack, cack, doom, bum, bam, bum, bam, down, down, doom, cack, cack, doo, so.
Brilliant, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, I've got the notoriety came from the AC/DC, which really took sale, which is the, dum 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 Bidun babway on all dum 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 padum 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 padum
Brilliant.
And, you know, my girlfriend's like, most people sing the lyrics.
That's true.
Okay. I
Staring
can
out the
scat
window.
Amos Moses by Jerry Reed.
Oh,
please.
yes,
Let's hear it.
please.
On that note, we have to go. Thanks for joining us.
He's a hunting alligator down in the swamp.
The night before the 500 in the 60s and 70s really made Sodom and Gomorrah look like a retirement community. I mean, Georgetown Road, the Coke Lot, oh my gosh. The Snake Pit, the stories of the old Snake Pit. I remember seeing packs of Indiana State Troopers in packs of 15 to 20 walking, trying to regain some sort of semblance of humanity in that first turn Snake Pit. I mean, throwing girls up on blankets and drinking and motorcycles and setting cars on fire and setting sofas on fire, and it was just unbelievable. How more people didn't get killed in there every year, I have no idea. But that was a lot of people's introduction to the Indianapolis 500 was, as you're a young kid going in there and you party, and who won what, there's a race, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, look at that. And then, oh, next year, and then, wow, look, hey, who, what, Herdebees? Well, I better get out. So then all of a sudden you buy it. So that was your introduction. Now you're buying tickets, and then your girlfriend, now your wife, all of a sudden your kids, you're introducing them. You know, it just grew. That's how a lot of people were introduced to it.
Beaver testicle
wait a
tea.
minute. Now, what kind of bag do you use when you're making the tea?
It already comes in one, but that's another story.
Aren't people happy with just a nice Earl Grey?
I love the Irish breakfast.
Oh,
Both were used as contraceptives. It's a bit of a trivia that can be learned at the History of Contraception Museum at Case Western Reserve University.
All right, kids.
Hey, listen, we were going to go to Disney World, but those plans fell through. We're going to go to the
History of Contraception Museum.
More than 650 items are in the collection at the one-of-a-kind museum. Visitors will find rows of cervical caps, while condoms are on display near the douches.
A jaunty cervical cap.
The Cleveland School's chief curator, James Edmondson, says there could be an initial giggle factor, sure, when visiting the Birth Control Museum, but he says there is a serious side to the collection.
There's actually a douche wing.
Apparently so.
The Jungle Cruise is an awful ride there, by the way. Don't ever.
Yeah.
I think I left my lunch in the douche wing. I'll be right back.
This is for the people going through heartbreak right now, and you don't know what to do about it.
Okay.
Get sick, turn my stomach, throw up, chuck, pray to the porcelain god. Barf, belch, bail out, blow chunks, lose lunch, vomit, feed the fish, and heave a log. Evacuate all you ate, retch, route, regurgitate, drop your cookies, puke, and spew. Hurl, purge are just a few words that come up when I think about you.
One way of doing it.
That's quality material.
Bob and Tom. Well-meaning, but
Yeah, they're home.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the news desk. It's Christy Lee.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold, the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Chick.
There's Ace Cosby. Howdy. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold with our special in-studio guest.
We got a couple guests happening here. I want to say real quick, Donnie Baker coming up Friday evening at the Goose Creek American Legion, Charleston, South Carolina, and then Saturday at the VFW in beautiful Savannah, Georgia.
Oh, very nice.
So, Donnie fans, beware. He is coming your way. Now, joining us in the studio, it's comedian Andy Woodhull, and also joining us on the big screen.
Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute. Are those?
Oh, yeah.
Somebody's thirsty.
That is a nice shirt.
It's Al Jackson with the yellow aviator shades. What's on the shirt there, Al? I can't see.
A lot of
It's
protozoa.
It looks like what you see under a microscope that would be on like a nightclub's bar. Like this is what it looks like under a microscope.
Yep. Wow, well, that's very fancy, kind of purple.
Andy, what's up, man? I haven't seen you in forever, dog.
I know. Good to see you, Al. I mean, nothing's up. I didn't even know you could see me.
Casual acquaintance is the best.
Technology.
Nothing to talk about.
Boy, the emotions running through that. My God.
What a heartfelt reunion.
Two longtime friends saying hello. Hi.
Yeah. See, we're looking at Al on the big screen in Denver, Colorado.
Oh, yeah.
Andy's right here in our studio. Once again, the way this works, I should explain what's going on, Andy. Al is working with me on helping me with my hipness factor, getting a little more street, if you will, getting a little more in tune with what's happening in the street lingo, and we can give him an example. Al, what have you got for me today?
Oh, Tom, I would say that you already gave him an example. You explained hipness the way you would in like a break room at the Ramada. We're going to do this anyway. Tom, you have learned some words, and I feel like whenever we got company in the studio, you try it like you regress. And it's like remember the WB frog that would only sing when no one was around? Oh yeah. You guys remember that cartoon? It was like the frog hitting
It's
the
one of the
box?
greatest.
Michigan.
Yeah, that's
Everybody does a Michigan
There
ride.
are times.
Yep.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, sure.
That's Tom. He there's some shows where he gets 3 in a row and everybody in the studio just sits there. And then Tom doesn't feel love. He does not feel appreciated. And then we have 2 or 3 bad weeks. I feel like Tom's teacher at a parent-teacher conference. He's a good kid, though.
Okay.
So, Tom, let's kick it off here.
Okay, what do we got?
Everybody likes the Michigan ride.
Everybody likes it. Al's still laughing.
You're going to tell everyone, including Andy, our distinguished guest, what's the difference between copping, cuffing, and caking?
Oh, my
boy.
Heaven.
Okay.
Copping, which is, I will say it in regular English, is copping. Cuffing is cuffing, and caking is caking. But we're doing copping,
I think I got 2 or 3.
Okay. And caking.
Cuffing
Yeah.
is one of 2 things. It can be when you roll up your trousers.
Oh, jeez.
You know, you said trousers, right?
You're cuffing your pants, and then it could also mean you're being arrested. Oh, who's doing the cuffing over there? Oh, officer, I'm so sorry.
I think this is a less literal.
Okay.
Yes.
I remember cuffing when I was a kid, meaning somebody got hit. They cuffed him.
Oh.
They got hit?
Ooh.
Smacked in the face.
I like that.
Well, I know.
Fisticuffs.
Off the cuff.
There you go.
Okay.
Are we guessing?
Yeah, sure, sure.
These aren't guesses.
I think it's when you force someone into a relationship.
You're cuffing?
Yes. Well, I mean, it wouldn't say force. But
you
yes,
force them.
It's when you, when you're in. No, Andy nailed it. It's when you're in a relationship. So, like, there's a thing, and that's the next thing I was going to ask you, Tom, is what is cuffing season? And cuffing is like, I consider cuffing season to be when it starts to get cold. And you say, hey, I need somebody to kind of spend the winter with, hunker down with, and let me go cuff somebody. So that's like, let me go meet a person to have like a one-on-one relationship with.
So it's like Thanksgiving to Valentine's Day.
Yes,
That's prime cuffing season.
And then cuffing season goes away when the weather gets nice.
And then you're caking. You're just eating all you
Yes.
can.
Wow, Christy nailed that.
Christy nailed that.
That's what caking is?
Yes, it's like when you're caking off. Like I'd be like, yeah, you know, look, we all don't make Andy's money. He's at the bar caking off. He bought 3 rounds. Now I look bad. It's like caking.
I'm sorry I do that to you every time we hang out.
You
but
do, Andy, and like I'm sorry to confront you on the air over it.
I did want to ask, since this is my first time playing this game, what are the prizes? What did I win for the first?
Nothing.
You and Tom get to go out and say that you've learned something.
That's right. So I'm still confused. So what's caking now?
Or you get to explain to Tom. Andy, why don't you explain to Tom what caking is?
I don't know what caking is. Was Christy right?
Is it being a big
spender? Christy was right.
Big spender. Big
Living
spender?
it up?
It's being a big spender.
Yeah.
Just balling out, but kind of like usually it's towards the attention of a lady. So it would just be like, I've only heard caking kind of said in not a terrible but a negative light, like Josh would just be like, yeah, you know, obviously Al likes Christy or whatever, but like he doesn't be caking 24/7. She's gonna be turned off by like caking's almost like you're almost doing too much.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
But you're like a big spender, like they call you a cake daddy, like, oh, he's just gonna throw money around. He didn't care.
So you start your caking following the cuffing season.
Yeah.
Well, maybe maybe during cuffing season you
in the beginning
cake so that you can become cuffed.
I see. Okay.
Now copping.
That you cop a feel. I know that one.
No, Tom, that's gonna make you call a lawyer. No.
Does copping mean admitting to something? Like
yes,
he cops to it?
I've definitely heard that, and I will accept that.
Well, only accept it if it's accurate.
No, it's kind of also it can be a good thing. So. Yeah, so if you think about that, the logic you're using, Josh, and just like it could be a good thing. So something you want.
Oh, so I see a girl at the bar, and she's my type, and you know what? I'm going to go cop to her because she's my type.
I think cop would be more for an inanimate object, not a human.
Oh,
so yeah, so you would be like, but that girl at the bar. I talked to her last week, and she said she only likes Cadillac margaritas. So I'm gonna send those up. I'm gonna cop that for her. Let me get 2 Cadillac margaritas.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's like copping. Like I'm gonna go get that. So, dude, that leather jacket, dude, I copped that last week. You should get it. It fits perfect.
Okay, that makes sense.
Gotcha.
Well, I'm so confused.
Well, it was all there. It was all there.
Walk us through it.
Yeah.
So,
Tom, what is copping? Let's not get too there. Let's leave all the other words in the ethos. Tom, what is copping?
I'm unclear on this. I thought I'm familiar with like, hey, he copped to that.
Tom, you're actually pretty good at copping. If I'm in here and I say, you know what, I've always needed a really good hatchet. I don't have one around, and
I'll cop to that. Then you get a hatchet.
Then you got me a hatchet.
Okay.
Oh,
all right, very good.
But you're not copping to something. Now, copping is also, you're using that term right, but if you're using it in terms of like where you live and thrive, Tom, on the streets, copping would be, it's more like something that, like Josh said, like you would buy for him, like, oh, Josh keeps saying he needs a new pair of boots. Let me just cop him a pair real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cop him a pair. Yes.
All right. That's
all right. So, Tom, using a sentence.
Let's see. I just moved into a new house and the mailbox is too small. I'm gonna cop myself a new mailbox this weekend.
There you go.
There you have it.
Now keep that momentum. Let's do cuffing.
Oh boy. Let's see now. Cuff. I know caking. I know how to do the caking thing.
All right, do caking. Let's keep our momentum.
Do one you know. There.
Well, no, I know the cuffing. I've got.
You do.
Yeah. It's. I tell you what. It's when the fall comes around. It's the rutting and cuffing season. It's like the mating season.
Let's take that as a yes. How's that? Yeah.
I will get. I'll do that one.
Yeah.
Rutting and cuffing sounds like another bad morning show.
Yeah.
It does.
We got a lot of them. Stoner and Fatso, Light and Lame.
Al Jackson is featured on a TV show that you can watch DBL Daily Blast Live, coast to coast. And Al is on there most of the time with your panel. And sometimes you get everybody in there. I noticed that the other day.
We're experimenting with the 5-person panel. You know, we have less hosts, and so I'm on every day, which I love. Yeah, so it's less hosts and it's 5 people, so it's a different dynamic, but I dig it.
Cool.
I love it. I appreciate everybody watching. We're entering season 7, Tom. Who would have thought?
That's great. Yeah. Good for you.
I want to tell anybody that thinks that they have a plan for their life. You don't.
Yeah.
It's random. It's so, Josh, did you ever go, I'm going to definitely be on Bob and Tom? Like, you don't know.
No, you don't know.
You don't know until it happens.
Like he thinks he's going to be on the show tomorrow.
Yeah, I still have no idea.
Tomorrow, next week.
Well, you know what they say, Al? A man plans and God laughs, okay?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Go out and make it a great day. All right.
All right. So now, Al, what's the latest with you? Are you currently seeing the same lady? Is that going okay?
Boy, you are Mr. Nosy.
How's your girlfriend, Al?
You just leave him alone.
I got to be careful.
No, it's good. Tom, look, I went through a severe trauma where I was doing this radio show standing up because I didn't have a chair. So Tom is making sure that the new person in my life is acting right, and I appreciate that, man. She's great. When you meet her, like, you'll be like, oh, she's an insane baseball fan. She works for the Rockies, so I go to a ton of games. Especially, dude, you know what I love? The day games.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Dude, a 2:10 start. I go straight after work. It's not packed, and you could just sit there. And it doesn't matter about the game. It's just like, oh, I'm a 45-year-old man, and like no one's calling me right now.
It's awesome.
I'm just sitting outside. I love it.
The businessman special.
Do they have Do they have those hot dog cannons?
No, that was actually our word for next week.
Oh, she's got a real hot dog cannon, I'll tell you that.
Oh, boy.
What is a hot dog cannon?
Well, you know the T-shirt cannon.
You've seen the T-shirt cannon. I
At a sporting event.
Some of the geniuses, the engineers at NASA, someone brilliantly, they've modified this thing and they've turned it into a cannon that actually shoots hot dogs. I mean, what could be more American? You're in the stands and you're waving around some. A hot dog.
It's just like a machine that shoots lawsuits. Because somebody's going to get hit with that. It's going to be. And I want to ask you guys this before I go. I do go to a lot of sporting events. And the last Nuggets game I went to, a guy proposed to his girl at half court. What are your thoughts about Jumbotron proposals?
Hate it.
I think they're coercive.
They're terrible.
Too public.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, chick. Can anything be personal?
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Everyone in there is drunk and yelling stuff. Like, I don't want that.
That is a for sure way to cuff somebody.
Yes.
You know, like, because they would feel like they can't. Like, I don't know. I've never seen a. Like, I'm not marrying this guy.
You can't say no in front of the world.
He hits me. That's the part you don't know.
You know what? It would be easier to leave Josh if he was physically abusive. Be like, okay, get out. You know who the guys I think use it are the guys that know they're kind of whack, but they're decent enough guys, and they feel her slipping away. She's not responding to the text as quickly as she used to, and he's like, I have to do something because this is probably my last date before she. And then next thing you know, do you want to go to the Colts game? Because he's got to pull out his. Oh my God! You cannot say no to me.
Yeah.
No, thank you. No, thank you. Now, how about what about the kiss cam? Do you like that?
I do like this kiss cam. This is random. Pre-COVID, I was at a Nuggets game, looked up on the kiss cam. I saw a woman that worked in my office. She told me she was on a first date. I looked up and I was like, that looks like Abby on the kiss cam. And she kissed this dude. And they got married like 2 months ago.
Oh,
how about that?
It was their first date, and they were on the kiss cam, and now they're married with the child on the way. It's just random.
That's so sweet.
Well, see, there you go.
Yeah.
Nice happy ending.
Right.
Now, divorce cam, that'd be funny.
They'll be together forever.
Divorce cam.
Divorce cam.
Took a couple there that look like they both want to be anywhere else.
Did you see that video, Al, that was going around? There's a guy and a girl, and they're up on kiss cam, but there's a seat in the middle of them. And the crowd goes, kiss, kiss, kiss. So she leans over and kisses the guy. And then they come back 2 or 3 couples later, and her boyfriend is now seated in between them.
Oh.
Staged.
They thought...
Chick doesn't know that stuff can be faked, the stadium.
Oh, I hate him so much. Andy, would you like to come back Monday and do this?
I'm sorry, what, Al?
Who would that be staged by? Because first of all, you'd have to assume the astronomical numbers that you would be on the kiss cam, and then time it because the kid. That maybe it works in the idea that it is staged because you'd have to know when the kiss cam was coming. But that seems like a lot. What would the stadium have to get out of that? Like a viral video? Because you never know what stadium it's happening
I've been to plenty of games where like a Cardinals fan is sitting next to a Cubs fan and the kiss cam is on them and the girl looks over and it's she clearly denies the kiss from the Cubs fan and the crowd goes nuts.
No.
And then later you see that girl handing out T-shirts. So Chick just doesn't understand.
Okay.
They pay me $50.
You lead a sad existence, mister.
Al, we got to go. Take care.
I love you guys.
Daily Blast Live. It's Al Jackson. Let's. Right now we have.
I love that segment.
Fresh Cam.
Yes.
This is where the
HelloFresh.
HelloFresh Cam calls your taste buds. HelloFresh has got a cool thing going on right now that just started. Details at HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. What am I talking? I'm talking about food. Enjoy the taste of spring with recipes crafted by expert chefs. How does this work? Well, every week you can pick from 40 recipes, an entire array of menus. It's not just the recipes they're sending you. HelloFresh is sending you the food. They go out, they do the shopping. They send you the recipe cards with pictures and everything in case you don't know a rutabaga from...
A turnip.
There you go.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
it's
know a rutabaga.
wonderful, especially if you don't have really...
Okay, a rutabaga is long and yellow, and a turnip is...
The larger point here is HelloFresh does the dirty work.
Yes.
They've got stuff from fit and wholesome to family-friendly to pescatarian to vegetarian. HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. And by the way, they're celebrating Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month with authentic recipes created by Chef Serbi Sani from the famous restaurant in New York City called Tagmo. Of course, they've got just good old-fashioned comfort food, too. So it'll fit your food lifestyle, if you will. And here's a great way to start it. 16 free meals plus free shipping with the code BTShow16 as part of a very special offer at HelloFresh.com. Once again, it's HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. They do the shopping. You put it together. Have some fun. A great way to teach your kids to cook and a great way to have a cool date night. The code BTShow16. HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. Coming up, speaking of food, big news in the world of ice cream sandwiches. Of course, I'm into that. Also, this is a great story. The first line is in a scene that's a preview of the end of the earth. We'll be talking about the end of the earth when we come back.
Oh, good.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@...
Christy and I were talking about a dream date, and I thought we would maybe...
with each other for the first time ever.
Maybe it might be easier if I sent my assistant on the date with you, and then she could tell me if we had a good time or not. And then,
that's exactly what
I see that coming.
Never mind. Now, do you turn your phone off?
I put it on vibrate.
And where is it?
It's in my purse usually.
Okay.
I mean, I don't look at it. I wouldn't.
Okay.
But you have to keep your phone on.
Oh, yeah, come on.
No,
not only
answer it.
He's wearing the Bluetooth during dinner.
No, that's completely false.
Absolutely. This is important. Hold on.
Completely false. I almost never answer my phone.
All right.
Very, very rarely.
Yeah, I don't. No.
All right. So you got that, unless, of course, it's one of your kids, right?
Well, that's the thing. I look at it.
Yeah, but you got 5. 4 of them could call at any time.
Yeah, 6 out of 10 calls are from your kids. You know that.
6 out of 10.
Which happens 7 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
9 out of 10.
The other 4 are wrong dials.
And chances are you're going to have to go pick up one of them, so that means I'm going to be sitting there by myself for a while.
You're bitching at me already? I haven't even answered the phone.
So there you go.
What would be your opening
Shiraz or
salvo conversationally? What would you open with if
I've known you half
but
my
say
life.
You didn't.
What do you do for a living?
Say you didn't. What would you ask me something, or would you start telling me about your
let's
life?
not do that.
No, let's just approach this like the two people that you are. What would you talk to?
Let's stay in reality.
So we
What
go.
we talk about?
You know, I've never thought of you romantically.
Well, we have 2 hours to kill. Let's talk about what's wrong with Chick.
Wow.
Let's talk about how you
Sex, baby?
Yes, sex. How you like it?
How do you approach it?
Well, see, now we had
How
we had
are you going to approach it, Tom?
see now we had the list of first date turnoffs.
What's your move, Tom?
Crack this code.
Come on.
Here we go.
How are you going to get those ankles on your shoulders? That's what I want.
Yeah, because see, not on this list from USA Today. Mismatched clothes, 36% first date turnoff, and you go up the list,
close.
and body odor, 94%. I'm clean, I have no body odor. But my pet peeve of first date turnoffs: women who don't put out.
Wow.
Posthumously awarded an honorary doctorate today from the University of Florida School of Music. His family will accept the award and say that it's an honor Petty dreamed of receiving. Family also donating $100,000 to launch the Tom Petty Endowment for Guitars and Innovation at the school. And Carrie Fisher is receiving a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. A May the 4th tribute to one of the Star Wars franchise's most beloved characters. Today, Fisher, who died in 2016, will join Star Wars co-stars Harrison Ford and Mark Hamill on the Hollywood tourist attraction that recognizes the best in film, television, music, and other entertainment industries. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hi, this is Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Jim Gaffigan. I have to go and... Well, I just had a so you know where I'm going.
Time now for great moments in NFL history.
The year 1976. The place, Miami, Florida. It was Super Bowl 10, and America was celebrating her bicentennial. The national anthem that year was performed by famous blind entertainer Tom Sullivan. Let's listen to this rare recording of his pre-game performance.
Oh, say, can you see?
Mr. Sullivan.
What?
You're not on the microphone. Take 3 steps forward.
Oh, okay. It's just... Oh. By the dawn's early light.
While organizers were applauded for their support of people with disabilities, fans and critics alike agreed that a stage 12 feet off the ground was a particularly bad idea.
A little help now.
This has been great moments in NFL history.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Kid Tarmac.
Comedian Dan St. Paul is here with us.
You know, bowling was an Olympic sport this last year.
Yeah, I saw that.
Bowling, Olympic. Aren't we deviating from the ancient Greeks just a
Sure
tad
we are.
now?
Oh, yeah.
The javelin, the discus, but no one ever said, Ulysses, Telemachus, put on your shirts. It's league night. Who are we supposed to bowl against anyway? You know, if you're gonna have Olympic bowling, let's go all the way. Let's have Olympic drag racing. Wouldn't that be great?
Sure.
You know? Hello, racing fans. This is Jackie Stewart at the Olympic Raceway. Today, America's big hope for the gold medal, Shirley Cha-Cha Muldooney, goes up against the People's Republic of China's Wang, the Terminator Hong Wen. Wang, of course, a member of Mao Zedong's pit crew in the 1972 Olympics in Munich and 5-time winner of the Peking Funny Car Championships. But both drivers will be hard-pressed to beat the time of this man, Pakistan's Big Daddy, Abdul Faisal Mohammed, in his souped-up Ford Festiva, the pride of Karachi.
The man in the studio with us is comedian Greg Hahn. You ever driven in a Corvette? What do you?
I'm a little bit tall for the vet.
Are you really?
That's a
Right.
big car.
Yeah.
Put the seat back.
There's an idea.
How tall are you?
I'm 6'4". Yeah. I got a huge SUV. I just look at the rear view thinking I got to get some friends. Rows and rows of seats, nobody in them. I just go from gas station to gas station.
Hey, want to ride?
Yeah. Tell them about your 3-point plan for success, Greg.
What is that? Where I bought the car is too expensive?
Right.
My house is too expensive?
Right.
Knock up a fat girl. How about it?
Yes, sir. Mr.
Check me out.
Success. That's Greg Hahn.
Hey, this is comedian Ron White, and you're listening.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi, Chick.
Hi. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven singer sidekick chair.
Hi there.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Willie Griswold on assignment. I'm Chick McGee. There's Tom Griswold. And yeah, we got a guest in the studio. Right, Tom? I'm sorry. That's all my
It's
fault.
me, Andy Woodhull. I'll handle it if I need to.
Joining us in the studio, comedian Andy Woodhull is here with us. I was adjusting my buttons over here.
Were you?
Yes, I was, because Andy Woodhull, professional comedian, he'll be, by the way, appearing in Greater St. Louis this evening. At the, excuse me, I'm sorry, what is today?
Today's Thursday.
Friday and speak quiet. Friday and Saturday at the Helium in Richmond Heights, Missouri.
Just trying to help.
We were just talking about you and how you do that, and you actually go into some sort of Tourette's where you say exactly what you want to really say, but you hide behind our being mischievous.
Everyone shut up. Everyone mics off. Mics off.
Stuff like that.
The old mortgage
Just
payment.
trying to help.
Tomorrow and Saturday, Helium St. Louis. Want to get that clear.
Make your Saturday less brutal. Go see Andy.
Yeah.
Andy is a handsome young man. Now, it's my understanding. You mentioned you have a girlfriend. Now, you live in Greater Los Angeles.
Yes.
You have a girlfriend. How's that going?
I have it's going great. We got engaged last week.
Andy,
Cuffed her up.
congratulations. You cuffed her.
Now, if you're just joining us, we don't want you to be confused.
I didn't really cuff her. Yeah.
I'll let her out when I get back on Sunday. I like to keep her home while I'm gone, you know. We're just going great. She's fantastic. She does make a clicking noise while she's asleep.
Oh.
Just while she's asleep. Click, click. The whole time, click. The first time I ever heard it, I woke up from a nightmare that I was on a roller coaster and I couldn't get my lap bar all the way down. Scary way to live.
She's doing it with her mouth?
Yeah, it's just like something, clicking.
My daughter and I do the same thing.
You click it when you sleep?
Yep, and it's this noise. I don't know if it's the same. We both go.
Wow.
Really?
Yep.
Is it similar?
Did you wake her up when she does it?
I don't know if she does it now. We haven't slept in the same bed. She's
that was
A
soon to
grown
be
woman.
soon to be 30 years old.
the implications of that joke were
I don't know what you're trying to imply, but let me tell you something. The next time your sister comes up, we're going down that road, man. Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, boy. Well, now, Andy, you are a professional comedian. And as Christy pointed out, Friday and Saturday, you're going to be appearing at the Funny Bone in St. Louis in Richmond Heights, Missouri, to be precise.
Oh, the Heights.
Oh, yeah. And I have to always preface this by saying, as I know that you are a seasoned professional.
Even Tiger Woods takes
Even
golf.
Tiger Woods takes the occasional And it is with that in mind, I want you to appreciate the fact that you're going to be schooled a little bit now in the world of comedy by our own Ace Cosby.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
It's Star Wars Day.
Yes.
Going to give you a little known fact. Fozzie the Bear was in Star Wars.
He was?
Yeah, he played a Ewaka Waka.
That was Ace Cosby's.
I mean, he sold it.
Yeah,
he really did. Hands in the
air. Don't we have another feature over there?
Yeah, of course we do.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Chick McGee, here he is with his fart of the day.
Sounds like an airplane.
Yeah, like a vuvuzela.
That does sound like a...
Did you record that in an aluminum shed?
What the hell?
Yes, I did.
It had a melody and everything.
Andy, do you feel schooled?
Yeah,
You feel something.
You still
I
thankful
think
for
the
your
floor shake.
Well, on that note, it's time to conclude our sportscast and move to Christy Lee at the news desk.
Okay.
All right.
Entenmann's is releasing ice cream sandwiches based on its donuts and cookies.
Hello.
All right.
Hello.
What
right.
took so long?
You can find the brownie cookie salted caramel ice cream
Nope,
sandwich.
too much happening there.
Oh, my Lord.
No, that sounds really good.
That sounds
brownie
amazing.
cookie salted caramel. Are you kidding
Too
me?
much happening.
How about the chocolate chip cookie
I'm
ice
in,
cream
yeah.
sandwich?
My favorite ice cream flavor is vanilla.
It is. I find
It is very
do
much.
too.
I find it very intelligent.
It's complicated in its simplicity.
Do you let your
I'm
daughter
reading my
Do you let your
book.
daughter read that in bed with you?
Yeah, you remember that. It was me, you, your sister, my daughter. You remember.
It was a sickening evening.
We all vomited, you know.
I'm sorry.
We have more. The chocolate chip and brownie cookie ice cream sandwich. The chocolatey glazed cookie donut chocolate ice cream sandwich.
Okay. What? All right, now that's too much.
Chocolatey glazed cookie donut.
chocolate.
They
is
sound
what
like
it says.
Asian bakeries. The chocolatey donut sugar fun time Coca-Cola.
Lucky number 88 or something.
How about the chocolatey glazed cookie donut salted caramel
Yes,
ice cream
I'm in.
sandwich?
Stop it.
What do you mean stop it? These all sound delicious.
It's too much. The great thing about the ice cream sandwich is the simplicity.
I agree.
Here's the thing. Where can I get these
Walmart.
things?
Glazed cookie donut is the last one on our Entenmann's ice cream sandwich.
These sound delightful.
Yeah. Freezer aisle at the Walmart store there, Chicky.
Okay, wait a minute.
Too many SKUs.
No, I got a problem.
What's your problem?
They're circular.
Oh, no, those are fine.
What's wrong with circular?
You want the rectangle?
I want the rectangle.
Well, you're going to get rectangular cookies.
God made ice cream sandwiches to be rectangles.
Then just bite off the edges.
They look like
Put them back in the packet, reopen them, and fool yourself.
Wait a minute. I think I like that.
I'll tell you what, they do look tasty. Whatever pictures those are look good.
One is chocolatey glazed cookie donut, and the other is chocolate chip and brownie cookie.
All right.
Do you think marijuana has led to like snack inflation?
You mean the amount? The quantity of different weird snacks?
Yeah. Some guy sitting around going, "Boy, the stoners will love this one." It's got chocolate chip cookies and salted caramel.
I don't know.
Ice cream. These all sound delicious.
I'm sure they are. Entenmann's is a fine
product.
I'm just glad we were able to, cut off the war between ice cream and donuts before it got out of hand.
You're right. It was too divisive.
Yeah, they're very good. Now we can get Ukraine
Why don't
and
they
the
just
Ruskies
take
together.
two donuts and put ice cream in the middle and make that an ice cream sandwich?
That should be a choice. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what I thought these were.
That's what I thought. Is that what they are?
I don't know. They are round.
Okay.
Listen, if you're wondering about the stoner thing, I'm willing to get high and eat some of these ice cream sandwiches for research for the show.
It's for science. Thank you, Andy. That's a true sacrifice you'll be making.
Josh, watch this. Here are the flavors. Brownie, cookie, salted. Did we already do this?
We already did this.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm looking at the photographs. They look just like
ice cream sandwiches.
Traditional ice cream sandwiches.
No, they don't. No.
They look like your traditional chipwich. The two chocolate chip cookies.
There's nothing traditional about the chipwich.
It's revolutionary.
Yeah, he's right.
It's like the ice cream of the future. Boy, that was close.
You want it if it's got a stick in it.
No, he wants the
the rectangle
old school.
You're familiar with ice cream sandwiches, right?
Delicious. Oh, so you insist on the icing.
They've got that like white, almost deli paper.
Right. Okay.
Oh, those are wonderful.
I do love those.
Oh,
we
I guess
we
those
made those at home last year.
Oh, that's right. It cost you like $48 to make a 2-cent.
The chocolatey glazed
$48 for two of them. Yeah.
The chocolatey glazed cookie donut one does look like actual donuts. So there you go.
We'll find out more. This is important news. We have dogs in the news coming up. We have Star Wars news on the way. We're going to talk with Bob Zaney, and we're hanging out with Andy Woodhull right now. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com. More Bob and Tom next.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker. Guess what? I saved up some money and bought this new badass spy camera. I swear to God I did. Check this thing out. Man, they got so much stuff in here. This is badass. I swear to God it is. You wouldn't think a radio station have so many pictures. Ah, look. It's Bob and Tom. Man, something about that don't look right. Let's see if we can make it better. One down. Perfect. Hey, Christy.
Hey, what are you doing here, Donnie? You're not allowed back here.
No, it's Homeland Security. I'm supposed to come back here and check you for humps today.
You're not going to get your hands on me.
Okay, if you don't like this one, how about let me use this one? You know, the touch of a wolf is a healing touch.
No.
Better yet, how about fur on fur?
You ever put your nuts on an anthill?
No.
You haven't?
No.
Me and my buddies used to do that. We do anthill rides. Whoever could stay on the longest. Get your nuts out, ride an anthill.
See, these are the advantages to growing up in New York.
Yeah.
That never came up. There's a few activities in the big city. We never got to the point where, you know something, I'm going to just drop my nuts on the anthill for an hour.
Yeah. Maybe
and the great thing about New York is if you did drop your nuts on an anthill, no one would notice. They're just like,
Have you seen the crazy guy on the anthill over on 3rd? Oh, yeah, he's nuts, isn't he? Yeah.
Wow. It's dangerous, though. One year they swelled up to look like a sack of kneecaps.
Kneecaps, you say?
Nice. We play gay chicken. You ever play this?
Gate chicken?
Probably not. Gay chicken.
Oh, gay chicken.
Hold on. Have you ever asked that question and got a yes?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, gay chicken, yeah.
I was in a gay chicken league for 6 years.
Chicks played it. I could tell. I could tell he's got soft hands.
Love the gay chicken.
He's got soft hands.
Why do I think I don't want to know how this works?
I don't want to know.
Oh, no. It's a real chill game. It's, you stand there, you and your buddy stand there, you hold on to each other's penis.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
And the
That's right.
first person to let go is gay.
That's right.
I see.
Gay chicken.
So in other words, you guys...
Now, if you look them in the eyes, you get a warning.
There's a lot of hand washing in this game.
If you look them in the eyes, you get a warning.
Welcome to a new show called I've Never Been That Bored.
Needed. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Now in theaters from Bob and Tom Pictures.
Hey, Christy, it's Rob. It's been a while. I was just thinking maybe we should give it another try. Call me later.
Christy, pick up. Hey, how you doing, girl? It's me. I'm back in town. Man, the West Coast sucked. Oh, come on, give me a call.
Hi, Christy. Hey, it's me. Remember me? Hey, I was looking at some old pictures of that time back in Tuscaloosa. When, I'm sure you remember. I'll call me.
From Bob and Tom Pictures, Christy Lee stars in The X-Men.
Hey, Christy, it's your favorite drummer. I'm in town playing for a new band called Saber. Call me.
Hey, Christy, it's me, Donnie Baker. Hey, I was cleaning out the boat and I found a pair of your, anyways, I think they're yours. Can we try it again, man? I got the motor fixed. I swear to God it works better. You ain't gonna have to row or nothing this time. On my pager.
Christy Lee's X-Men, now showing every other weekend and Wednesdays if she's not too busy.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans. Padoom, 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 and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
First of all, our guest in the studio, comedian Evan Davis. But you live in L.A., so you got to have a car.
You got to have something big. I don't think that's right, man. Housewives driving expeditions. I don't think you should be able to. You should be allowed to drive something that big unless you're really going on an expedition. Like if you're picking up See's candy in a shower curtain, that's not an expedition. No, that's an errand. Yeah, you should have to take the Ford back in a second. I think they should have eye tests at the optometrist for like drivers. Like instead of reading letters off a card, they should have you cover one eye. And it's like, is that a roof rack or a cop car?
On November 15th, 1864, Major General William Tecumseh Sherman began his famous March to the Sea. Sherman led his troops from Atlanta, Georgia, to the ocean port of Savannah. As he was leaving, Sherman set the city on fire, gutting 40% of it. Atlanta wouldn't be burned this badly again until they gave their franchise tag to Michael Vick.
And Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little bit. We want to look good in the painting.
Hi, this is Greg Warren, and you're listening to...
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold. There's Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee. Do you smell the quiche? The Coronation Quiche is here, Tom.
The Coronation Quiche.
The Coronation Quiche.
What we're talking about, we'll have to tell our guest, comedian Andy Woodhull, about. Andy is on his way to St. Louis for the Friday and Saturday shows at Helium. But you might have heard that a couple big events this weekend. Of course, the Kentucky Derby.
Yes, sir.
And but before that, Christy will be getting up extra early because at 5:20 Eastern time in the morning.
Yes, the procession begins.
And you're going to, what's it called?
I'm going to Pajamas and Pearls. It's a coronation watching party of the king, and the new queen consort will become a queen. They're going to get rid of the consort part.
Oh, yippee-doo.
And yippee-doo. Here's the quiche recipe.
And Buckingham Palace has revealed the official dish that the King and Queen consort are inviting us to cook at our own street parties next month.
Oh, street party.
And it's a quiche. The recipe features spinach, broad beans, cheese and tarragon. It was created by the royal head chef, and it was chosen specifically because it's perfect for sharing.
Of course, the royal head chef is a Sebastian Bastard.
Sebastian Bastard.
Yeah.
So we have the recipe, and
it's in a plate. It's plated.
Jess Hooker has put it together, so we're going to be able to try this in advance. Are you going to have this at your function, Christy?
I am not responsible, but I would guess, knowing her, yes. She's very thorough. She throws a great party.
Now, will there be booze?
Probably.
Will there
be mimosas or
mimosas? Probably some champagne. Yeah. Or prosecco.
Mimosa, a fancy way to say good morning. I'm an alcoholic.
No, it isn't. Why do you judge?
Can you have mimosa? Is it garish or tacky if I have a mimosa in the evening?
No, why not? Have one in the evening.
Thank you.
I don't
It's
care.
bizarre. Like, no one would want to be your friend. But
that's not.
Andy, I was going to invite you over for a nice post-supper mimosa.
Oh, you know what I found? Josh, I have found the lavender honey mimosa. Oh, it's a good one. Oh, it's good.
Okay.
Very nice.
Lavender mimosa sounds like a drag queen.
Yeah, kind of.
And here she is.
Hello, I'm Lavender Mimosa. How are you? Give me that ping pong ball.
Nice, thank you.
30 yards.
Christy has some news for us. Christy, what's going on in the news
You
desk?
wanted to hear about a dog, I heard.
Sure.
Firefighters in New Hampshire have rescued a dog that got its head stuck in a tree.
Oh.
The Milford Fire Department said crews were dispatched to an area behind the local Boys and Girls Club to help the dog named Greasy. WMUR.
Just murmuring?
Hey, that's not bad.
bad? 1 out of 1,000?
Reports firefighters used hand tools to carefully cut the wood away and free the dog's head from the hole in the tree. And Gracie, I am happy to report, was not injured during her ordeal.
Okay.
So, squirrel 1, dog nothing.
Yeah.
What a sweet little doggy. You have a dog?
I have a dog. Yeah, I have a golden retriever.
All right.
She's the best. She's the best dog.
Well, now Tom likes you more.
I take her to get her teeth cleaned. Do you guys do that with your dogs? I take her
heck yeah.
Every 6 months, she gets her teeth cleaned.
After every meal.
Yeah. Every meal.
Yep.
That seems a little more than you should.
I love my dog.
How does that go?
That's how they make you feel if you don't take them in to get the teeth cleaned. I was there just a couple weeks ago, and they go, "We need to let you know it's $25 more." And I was annoyed. It's already expensive. But picture day was the next day. I didn't want her to show up with tartar and have the other dogs make fun of her. So they went through with it, and then they came back to the room, and they're telling me about the cleaning. And the person doing the cleaning, she said, "What's your oral hygiene routine with your dog at home?" And I said, "Well, I'm glad you asked. I love to talk about it. What I do is I bring her here once every 6 months. That's everything I do. And I keep it a secret from a lot of people because my family would make fun of me for doing it. And they said, you got to start brushing her teeth at home. I asked why, and they said it would just make her more used to having her teeth brushed. So when she comes for the 6-month cleaning, it won't be as difficult. And of course, I was upset. Was my dog difficult during the cleaning?
Yeah.
And they assured me she wasn't, but they said she was a little more difficult than the previous time I brought her in. And I asked, would you say that she was $25 more difficult? Because we're progressing at the same rate, if that's the case.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do you brush your dog's teeth?
No.
No, I don't either.
I don't.
Give him a couple of antlers.
And they have those dentist sticks and things, right?
Yeah, but...
Well, this is a true. You're not going to believe me when I tell you this. I got a phone call.
I don't believe it.
One of my previous. That's helpful. One of my previous dogs, and they said, "I'm sorry, we're going to have to put her out."
Oh, yeah, to clean their teeth.
To clean her teeth.
Okay.
And it's an additional $400.
Yep. Oh. Yeah.
And I said, nope.
Yeah, I'll come get her.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
no, that's exactly what it is. It's over $400.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't think it was the risk of giving an older dog anesthesia to clean her little teeth. Not worth it.
No.
Oh, so you're not a cheapskate.
No, I just think it's a scam. Okay. I think that the dog's going to be okay.
All
right. They're such big sweeties, aren't they?
They are.
Sweet. Good boy, good girl. Okay. What else you got, Christy?
Well, authorities in Florida were called to break up a goat fight.
Really?
Putnam County Sheriff's Office said...
It was a goat fight. Let's make that clear. Not a goat.
Palatka police officers responded to the call of a fight in progress, discovered a pair of goats butting heads in people's yards. Officers managed to separate the two animals.
All right, break it up.
Bring them in. The sheriff's office later said they were able to locate the goats' owners.
Aren't goats going to goat? I don't think they're fighting. I think they're just...
Goating?
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with the goat.
It's got to be tough being a cop, and you're out there risking your life every day, and you get this phone call. You have two goats over on Mulberry Street. The fire department's busy with the dog with his head caught in the tree.
I watched a documentary about nature.
Yeah.
And apparently goats have some sort of shock absorber-esque thing in their neck, so they can do that.
Are you thinking of rams?
I might be thinking of rams.
Okay.
But goats are, rams are adult goats, right?
No, they're not.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are.
Now, I know that is true, but...
No.
And a very nice truck, by the way. Coming up, it'll be Bob Zaney. We have time to squeeze it. Do you have the story? I want Josh to hear this about the Airbnb thing. It's kind of interesting. I'm not a big Airbnb
Love
guy.
Airbnb, VRBO, use them every time I vacation.
Verbo's great, yes.
Airbnb, the short-term rental company, has now rolled out a new plan it calls Airbnb Rooms. Guests can rent a room in the same house or apartment as their host at prices that Airbnb says will average $67 a night.
Let the murders begin.
Yeah, so good God. In other words, you're staying in somebody else's house and they're there.
While the company has always listed single rooms, it will now provide more biographical information about hosts.
Well, good.
And consumers can sort listings to learn details such as whether their bedroom door locks and the bathroom is private or shared.
The hosts like to smoke naked while walking around late at night.
CEO Brian Chesky said the move is, quote, is an admission that travelers care more about affordability than they did a year ago. I did this one time.
Really?
At someone's house, and they were there.
Yes. It was down in Siesta Key in Florida.
Oh, well.
And the couple I thought would be a great match for me because he was an artist and she was a voiceover talent.
They sounded insufferable.
God, I don't
Where
want
have you
anything
buried
to
their
do
bodies?
with it. I don't want
Very
anything.
nice room. No, they were very nice people.
Oh, you're Bob and Tom. Oh, here
Well,
you
the
think.
woman met me, and I said, "Oh my gosh, you're a voiceover artist. Where may I see your studio? I'm in radio. Blah blah blah." Never saw her again. Never spoke to me after that. The husband had breakfast out every morning. She never came back out.
Maybe I had the situation backwards.
It was weird.
Maybe they were renting, and look who we're renting to. Oh yeah, we're going to disappear.
But I think ideally you don't see them at all.
Right.
Well, I mean,
I don't want to make friends.
Should you hear that? Christy met this woman.
She never spoke to me again.
That's interesting.
What do you think?
I wonder what could have happened.
What do you think? Well, she's obviously
polite.
Sure.
There must have been some sort of accident.
So
No, I was fascinated
I can't
by her
imagine
work.
someone meeting you and not wanting to talk to you.
So did you leave a upper decker for this
No.
bitch?
There were two younger girls in the other room in the house, like they were in their 20s or something. So
They were alive though, right?
yes,
Okay.
it was a nice experience.
Except for the
Except for
for
the
some reason
shunned.
the woman didn't want to continue
It's all
talking.
right.
You know what? This is great. There are people out there that would love this.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those people.
The gentleman was very fascinating. He was a great artist and very polite.
I don't even like hearing about it.
He insisted on showing me the nude drawings he made of me.
Yeah. While I was sleeping, I had no idea that I slept in that position.
It gets better. Do you know what his subject was?
I gotta give up.
Fruit and vegetables.
Cats.
Cats.
He liked
The
to
man-
draw cats.
The man painted cats, did he?
I'd be sitting there drawing a noose
Yeah.
and a gallows.
I'm sure that.
He was a very nice artist.
Coming up, we're going to talk with comedian Bob Zaney. We have an interesting news story about science in the news that involves
Science.
toilet seats and a new federally approved scientific toilet seat.
All right.
Right now, if you'd been listening to the program with the Raycon earbuds, I'm hoping
It wouldn't have gotten any better.
10% funnier.
Not today. No, let's face it. Coffees are $5. Everything you buy nowadays has to first, second, third thought. That's why Raycon's mission is to prove you shouldn't have to pay an arm and a leg for quality sound and the essential smart tech listening features that everyone wants. With Raycon, you get a pair and a spare, and still you pay less than you would with some of those other big-name hoity-toity tech brands out there. Raycon knows that today every purchase needs to be perfect, and they offer buy now, pay later options. They have an easy and free, easy-peasy lemon-squeezy return guarantee, and they offer free domestic shipping and flat-fee international shipping. And they have over 50,000 five-star reviews. And they also have 8 hours of playback, crystal clear call quality, water and sweat resistant. So go to buyraycon.com/Tom today and get 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/Tom, 15% off your Raycon purchase. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Coming up, comedian Bob Zaney. We'll be hanging out with comedian Andy Woodhull.
Egg pie.
And our quiche in honor of the coronation.
Yeah.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
It's the laughter after the.
Went to my first luau, which was cool.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man. You know, they burnt the pig for us and everything. It was fantastic to see a pig come out of the ground and we just ate on pig. You know, I mean, it was kind of weird looking at him with his nose sticking out at you, but, you know, he was still delicious.
Yeah, sure.
I just ate from behind, you know, that's what I did.
Yeah, no pig face. Yeah.
Right, you know, no, you don't want no pig face. But my cousin them eat pig snoot in St. Louis, which is crazy. They eat the snoot.
No way.
Yeah.
They do, really?
Heck yeah, they put barbecue sauce on it and eat it. They eat the feet. Some black
Yeah, you
folks.
will not lead us astray, I guarantee.
Because I hate restaurants that have those, named best barbecue ever, you know, and then you go in, it's some old burnt barbecue, and it don't taste good. I mean, they only have what you want, because, I'm from St. Louis. We eat rib tips, And rib tips is like the top part of the rib, and you cut it in. Oh, my good Lord. Thank you, Jesus.
Lavelle Crawford. Lavelle Crawford is our guest, and so far we've had a tour of Hawaii. We have yet to see anything except for a pig nose.
Well, I won a luau. I won the hula dance competition.
You did?
Yeah.
Wow. You can move it, huh?
One thing I know about Paradise for black folks is just it's something black people want to do that we see white folks do that we shouldn't do. Like, go on the catamaran. That's just like being out on a raft with a motor. It ain't safe. and my wife went, let's get out on the catamaran. I said, have you ever seen a catamaran? You don't even know what it is. She's from Chicago. You don't know nothing about no catamaran. And then she can't swim. She ain't never been to a YMCA, learn how to float or nothing. But she want to go out in the middle of the ocean. Wow. See, I learned my lesson with that jet ski. They flying around on that jet ski, jumping up on the water, and I realized that water's hard as hell.
It is.
Because every time you hit a wave, man, my junk was hitting me in the chin. So I know what water, it's dangerous out there. And then my jet ski conked out on me, so I'm sitting out in the middle of the ocean. They had to tow me in, and I fell off the jet ski. I couldn't leapfrog back on it.
No.
So, no, I couldn't do it. My blood sugar got low. I just had to lay out there, and they had to tow me in. I'm looking like the Loch Ness Negro trying to come back in. People taking pictures. What they catch?
What is that?
I think it's a killer whale.
Oh, my.
Was that your surfer voice? I love that.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker. Guess what? I saved up some money and bought this new badass spy camera. I swear to God I did. Check this thing out. Oh, this is the green room they talk about. Hey look, it's Early Man with a coke habit. This is badass. Oh, I swear to God. A real microwave? Who else is craving pizza rolls? Oh my God, and here's a snack table. Snickers peanut butter. That's got all 4 food groups. Plus it's squared. Eureka! Mountain Dew from both the northern and southern states. Oh, this has real sugar. Oh, that's going to help my metabolism. I'm loading these down. That's the great thing about Zubaz. It's like a kangaroo. I got a pouch on both sides.
Donnie.
There's a
I haven't seen you forever. How have you been?
I'm good. Just
Donnie,
getting
what
the
are you doing?
free samples.
Donnie, we've talked about this. I thought I told you that it's one for you. We have so many people.
Well, I've been caller 9 16 times.
Donnie,
what are you going
to talk about this?
So I've had a pretty good adventure with this spy camera. Need to pinch the bridge for a second. I would highly recommend this spy camera. There's so much you can do, and you'll never be caught. I swear to God, I'm Donnie Baker, and I approve this message. Who are you? Stop spying on me!
We already called the cops. You might want to get moving. You might be able to get out of here before they get here.
And this is a DNA sample. I gotta go.
Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Mark Eubanks. Did you go to college down in...
I went to college in University of West Virginia, Morgantown, West Virginia.
Oh, really?
I was a mountaineer.
Really?
How about them ears?
Well, why would someone from Florida go to college in West Virginia?
Because you didn't have to be real smart to get into school there. Basically, showing up got you that piece of paper.
Valedictorian was a 2.0.
On the breathalyzer.
I got thrown out of J.C. Penney the other day.
Really?
Yeah, fondling up the mannequins. You believe that? And that ain't my fault. Have you seen the mannequins in there? And they taunt you, too. They got the little short skirt on, the arm up, kind of waving you over. You know what I mean? Shoot. I tell you what, if you ask me, the little whore was asking for it.
Hi, this is comedian Tim Cavanaugh, and you're listening.
Hi, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi, Chick.
Hi. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
In the performance room, there's Josh Arnold.
Hey, Hoss.
There's Ace Cosby.
I like this Hoss thing.
Jess Hooker joins us.
Hi.
We've got egg pie. I'm Chick McGee.
They
and
don't call it egg pie.
Here's Tom
They may as
Griswold and our special guest.
And we're joined by comedian Andy Woodhull. Helium tomorrow night, St. Louis, Richmond Heights, tomorrow night and Saturday night. But ladies and gentlemen, for the introductions. Yes.
It's the Queen.
The Royal Fur Pie. I mean,
Not the Royal Fur Pie.
The Royal Pie. I mean, isn't quiche considered a
Palace
pie?
has revealed the official dish that the King and Queen consort are inviting us to cook at our own street parties next month. And it's...
When she says consort, it sounds like she's saying whore.
It does.
Yes.
Play it
the
again.
quiche. The recipe features...
Okay, I'll play it again.
And Buckingham Palace has revealed the official dish that the King and Queen consort are inviting us to cook at our own street parties next month. And
It's implied.
it's a quiche. The recipe features spinach, broad beans, cheese and tarragon. It was created by the royal head chef and it was chosen specifically because it's perfect for sharing.
I am the head chef.
Yes.
Sebastian Bastard.
So,
very strange.
now you've taken the time and trouble to make this. A couple of Union Jacks in there. Have you tried it yet?
Yeah, I did. I tried it this morning. I had some left over, and I cooked it up for my breakfast.
And how was it?
It was delicious.
It looks really good.
I wouldn't think to pair tarragon with eggs, but it's very good.
What kind of cheese did you use?
I used an Irish cheddar.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Sounds delicious.
You know what?
Sorry.
One slice Irish cheddar is not enough. And 50 or too many.
All right, are you guys ready to try it?
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay.
He's going to slice it up there.
Serve it up.
Now, is it a traditional pie crust?
It is traditional. That's what you use for a quiche.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, while she slices.
She talked to me like I was a moron.
very condescending.
Yeah.
While she slices, Christy, what have you got over there?
A company, well, that probably shouldn't do that.
Well,
since
wait a
we're
minute.
eating.
Before we should probably play this.
Protecting the safety of the Queen is a task that's gladly accepted by police squad. For no matter how silly the idea of having a queen might be to us, must be gracious and considerate.
And
the mayor's face when he says that.
And 67% of English residents also feel the same.
And Tommy, you remember that's when he
goes to the men's room?
Yes.
Leaves the mic on.
And he does the kissing.
I've got to watch it.
Yeah.
She's busy cutting. So what have you got, Christy?
Well, May the 4th be with you. We all know it's Star Wars Day. And
Nerd.
speaking of that, in a scene that's a preview of what will eventually happen to Earth, astronomers spotted a star swallowing a planet in one big gulp.
Whoa, we got a date on this? What's going on?
Scientists reported their observation of a so-called gas giant around the size of Jupiter being swallowed up by its star.
Are they bullying this sun?
The sun-like star had been puffing up with old age for eons and finally got so big that it engulfed the close-orbiting planet.
Yikes.
This incident occurred between 10,000 and 15,000 years ago near the Aquila constellation.
Why are we doing such an old story?
When the star was around 10 billion years old. The scene is a preview of what will eventually happen to Earth when our sun morphs into a red giant and gobbles the 4 inner planets in approximately 5 billion years.
Well, I mean, we'll be long dead from AI.
Well, maybe.
That's pretty scary, though, huh?
I don't think I have 5 billion years in me, Tom.
You know?
We'll be sitting here 5 billion years from now saying, well, that story Christy did.
I thought you wanted this. Your head. You said you wanted your head in a jar.
Oh, I do. I want all scientific, exhausted
World record.
David Rush's head juggled 3 basketballs.
And get a load of this. Someone found a banana yesterday. It was amazing. We haven't seen one of those for 2 billion years. And
it was really swallowed. It sounds more like it was incinerated. Right?
Yeah.
Sure. It gets sucked into its orbit or whatever it is.
So how do they see this stuff 15,000 years later? Is that
Right. Like when you look up, you're looking at the past. When you look at space, you know
it's so long ago.
Many of those stars that you see are actually dead. They're not even burning anymore.
The moon you're looking at this morning, it was a full moon. It was
Beautiful.
Gorgeous moon. That was 20 years ago.
And it's hollow.
Okay,
It's made of cheese.
Glad we have some astrophysicists here with us.
I beg your pardon.
We have comedian Andy Woodhull hanging out with us, and I mentioned that Andy is going to be in St. Louis at Helium in Richmond Heights, Missouri, Friday and Saturday evening.
And Indianapolis tonight at Helium.
And you have, it's my understanding, been attending a lot of weddings because you mentioned that you're engaged.
Yes, I was a guest at 7 different weddings last year.
Oh,
isn't that wild?
That's too many.
Seven. I have a good time at the wedding.
Okay.
So, I ran out of gift ideas though by the end. Well, the last couple I gave them a sword.
Oh, really?
Gift. Cool gift.
A sword?
A sword, yeah. Can you remember? Do you get? Did any of you have a memorable wedding gift that like sticks in your?
Well, you would think among
I think with all the marriages in this
room, you'd think there would be, but no.
Yeah, see, sword seems like a good gift. Now, if you ask my buddy what was the most memorable gift, I'm sure he would say sword. I killed 3 people with it so far. Intruders come in, they get the sword.
There you go.
Dragon tried to break in last week. I slew him, so it's good to have the sword. The tough thing about giving a sword, if anyone else thinks, the tough thing about giving a sword as a gift, it's difficult to wrap. I had a very tough time finding a box that the sword would fit into. So I ordered a box from Amazon, but then the box that I ordered came in a box. So I sent the box that I purchased back to Amazon, and I kept the box that my box came in. And it's maybe the smartest thing I've done in my whole life. I had a real moment where I thought to myself, do I quit doing stand-up and just focus on this box business I have going on in my apartment?
It sounds like a scam. We are going to switch gears here. We have, I believe, on the phone line, in the hotline here, I believe we have Mr. Bob Zaney, professional comedian. Bob, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Tom. How you doing?
There we go.
Hi, Bob.
Hey, Bob.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Bob, where are you? Are you in Las Vegas right now?
I'm in Vegas on my way to Minot today, and I'm there this weekend. And Andy, by the way, I went to a wedding, and I don't think it's going to work out for the couple because my gift was a Bed Bath & Beyond gift card.
Oh, yeah.
Use it quick.
I think it may be too late.
Because they went under, is the joke.
Right.
Thank you. Sorry, I didn't mean to be current.
Bob Zaney will be at the Landing Bar in Minot, North Dakota.
Why not Minot?
Am I getting this right, Bob? Are you there Saturday and Sunday?
No, Friday and Saturday.
Ah, okay.
Friday and Saturday, and then I head out to Indiana and Ohio next week.
Great.
Okay. Well, what's on your mind? What's going on in your life?
Well, I got a Zaney report, but by the way, I just realized, we've been doing this a long time, all of us, and I know I'm getting older because I was watching the History Channel, and I said, hey, I know that guy. Now, let's get to the Zaney report. A lot going on in the news. Chicky, how you doing, by the way?
Good, Robert. How are you?
I'm good. Yeah, and tell Josh I said hi if you see him.
Okay.
I'm right here, Bob.
Yeah, it's a shame, right?
Oh, he's there? Oh,
yes.
I'm a huge fan. Let's get right to it. China says it's been open and transparent on the origins of COVID-19 virus. A spokesperson said, in fact, we sent a balloon with all the records.
And whatever happened?
Germany and Japan are working on strengthening their relations. Italy might join. Now, according to a World War II expert, sounds like they're trying to get the band back together. A sad note.
Oh.
Mary Quaint, the inventor of the miniskirt, has passed away at the age of 93.
Mm-hmm.
Per her wishes, during her memorial service, she'll have a half-open casket waist down.
Go ahead, Tom. Correct him.
It's Mary Quant is the correct pronunciation.
Okay, thank you, Tom. Well, that helps us.
We've been there, Bob.
Oh, God. And finally, in Harrisville, Missouri, and I think you're headed that way, right, Andy?
Yeah, I am. I'm on my way.
Okay, didn't mean to help out.
Tomorrow.
Listen.
St. Louis, helium, yes.
we covered that.
Yeah. A sad note, no, not a sad note. A 78-year-old woman tried to rob a bank by handing the teller a note that read, "I didn't mean to scare you." Now, the teller said, "I was about to tell you the same thing about our overdraft fees and late charges." Now, this is an exciting feature, and again, I don't think it's sunk in with the gang there, but it's the Zany Report time capsule. This is where we go back in time and revisit a past Zany Report joke.
Okay. Oh, boy.
So I'm going to do it. So you guys...
You need to fire up. There he goes.
Back in time.
Back in time we go.
It worked. It's November 24th, 2015. A judge gave a man a choice: marry your girlfriend or go to jail. The hopeless romantic will be released in 2016.
You see what
there
he did
you have
there.
a little Zany Report for you.
All right. Well, thank you, Bob. Very nice.
Great, Bob.
Bob Zaney, now
Thank you.
a resident of Las
Tom?
Vegas. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I am a resident of Las Vegas. I was just at the Laugh Factory at the Tropicana beat the Westgate, where Elvis used to perform when it was the International in June. So, but next week I'm very excited about some shows because I am opening for the one and only Donnie Baker in Decatur, Indiana.
Okay.
And the Pork Pistols.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it right
And
here.
then also, can you mention that, Tom? Because I also on the Fort Wayne Comedy
Well, I was
Club
trying to
I'm
mention it, but you
excited
won't shut up. So you're going to be at the
How do you pronounce her name?
Mirage Banquet Hall in Decatur, Indiana, with Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols, Friday, May 12th. And then Saturday, May 13th at the Fort Wayne Comedy Club, Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Cool.
And then on Thursday, I'm going to go to Ohio. First time ever in Mount Peller.
Mount
Do you have
Pelier.
that there?
It's Mount Pelier, yeah.
Okay, you know what, Tom?
This is why you're told before the call, let Tom do the plugs and shut up. You see, that's how this works.
Oh.
I hope that was
Okay,
explained to
well,
you.
it's always good hearing your voice.
I wish I could say the same.
Oh, Bob.
Really, Tom?
It was really nice to hear
This is how
from
I'm
you,
treated.
Bob.
That's fine. By the way, I do have a YouTube channel that's really taken off. It's got my Dry Bar comedy special about to hit 5.8 million views.
All right.
And but my YouTube channel is the official Bob Zaney channel where you can subscribe for free. So just type that in because there's so much out there on me now. It's almost overwhelming. I know Christy is constantly checking out my new stuff.
Always, yes.
Now, Bob, you did have, if you want to do the time machine thing, do you remember my favorite joke about COVID?
Yes, I can do that. Let's go back in time.
I can even give you a sound effect. Here we go.
Okay, it's March 2020.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. This is why I'm sitting alone in my office.
You have an office?
No, it's not really. It's a room.
For tax purposes, it's an office.
The COVID-19, this is from March 2020, right when all this stuff went down. The COVID-19 virus can live 4 days on a toilet seat, beating out Elvis by 3.
See, that's a good joke. Thank you.
By the way,
Bob.
I'll tell that joke at the Westgate. No. You guys are the best. Appreciate the plugs, and Tom. Really, it's always great catching up.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Baby.
Hi, Bob.
See you, Bob.
Since he doesn't know where he's going to be or give us the right information, it's the Landing Bar on Minot Friday and Saturday.
Okay. All right.
Okay, thank you very much.
Speaking of toilet seats, a company has received FDA clearance for its Heart Smart toilet seat. The toilet seat can measure heart rate and oxygen saturation. Who needs an Apple Watch? Company known as Kasana made that announcement about its smart toilet called
You don't want to poop on your Apple Watch.
Well,
if you do, take it off first.
Hey, how do you like your Apple Watch? Well, this one feature's weird.
Well, it measures your heart rate and oxygen saturation. Anyway, it's called the Heat Seat. The Heat Seat captures key clinical measurements, including heart rate, blood pressure, blood oxygenation, and to assist medical teams with monitoring chronic conditions. Apparently, it can be attached to your doctor's phone or something. They can send it to their computer.
Oh, so the doctor can go, well, Mr. Johnson's dumping again. To get that alert. Didn't need to know that.
I don't think it does it at actual time.
Oh, I see.
Beep, beep, beep. Well, I caught wind of the 538 this morning. How was it?
Eleanor Kingsman's taking a...
Eleanor! So it measures your heart rate and what else?
And your oxygen saturation.
So it's kind of like a Fitbit, so they really should have called it. Why not try it?
Pat, do you have a song?
Well, Josh has the fancy toilet like this with all the bells and whistles, don't you?
I do, yeah. Yeah, I have a bidet, an aftermarket bidet that goes on. Yeah, it's wonderful.
I have a bidet too.
Sniffing the tears. Here we go, baby. Josh is doing all right. Sold out shows on Saturday nights.
Yeah!
Making extra cash. So he did something nice for his ass. Toilet seat. Yeah. Toilet seat. Oh, his new seat's sweet. It even measures your heartbeat. Josh sits broken-hearted. Came to about only 40. Toilet seat, yeah. He's got a bidet under his toilet seat, yeah. A warm little splash. And you won't get a nasty butt rash. Plant your feet. It'll check your blood pressure on this toilet seat, yeah. Come on. Toilet seat, yeah, on the toilet of pizza. Josh eats. Toilet seat.
Is that right?
That's right. His stool is red, I guess it's the Beats toilet seat. Toilet seat.
Are there people that's okay? They eat while they're on the toilet?
I hope not.
I hope not. Well, you saw it.
We saw it one time.
Okay.
Ham and Swiss chicken.
This is interesting. Once again, the
haunting.
The what's it? It's called
the Heart Smart Toilet Seat. It's called the Heat Seat.
The Heat Seat. Be available soon. So,
all right. Well, some people will.
I guess maybe for the elderly.
Sure.
You can have them sit down and. I'm really surprised Apple didn't come up with the iToilet. Would be the way to go. Right now,
I think there is an app kind of called that tells you where the nearest restroom is.
No kidding.
I think.
Okay, that'd be handy. By the way, the quiche is delicious.
Good. Yeah, it is.
This is the special Coronation Quiche.
I was worried about the beans, but you don't really taste them at all.
No, the texture, you feel the texture more than you taste.
Yeah.
What would we call the broad beans or whatever?
Fava beans, yeah.
You taste the tarragon, which I'm surprised it's good, though.
Yeah, I used fresh and not dried, so I think that helps.
Oh, it's delicious. Thank you very much. Right now, Mother's Day is just around the corner, everybody. I've been warning you. May 14th, if you have trouble telling your mom how much you love her, well, you won't anymore because Steven Singer's going to do it for you with his great new rose. These are these real roses dipped in gold. There's one right in front of Josh over there somewhere. Wait a minute. Where'd the rose go?
It's over there by the...
Okay, it's right in back of Chick right now. This is the first in the Neon series. Tell your mom how much you love her. Think of all those moms in your life. Get one for each of them. Go to IHateStevenSinger.com. By the way, of course, it comes in a beautiful gift box with a card, a special Mother's Day card from you. And it's got Steven Singer's lifetime guarantee. Get all the details at IHateStevenSinger.com. While you're at it, Steven Singer also, of course, has bracelets, necklaces, earrings. It's got everything that any of those moms might like. And, of course, what better way to say Happy Mother's Day than diamonds? Well, of course, Steven's got them. IHateStevenSinger.com is where you'll see all this. And by the way, get those orders in before 2 o'clock Eastern time today, and they go out the door today. So you'll have it in plenty of time. The beautiful gold dip roses start at just $59 at IHateStevenSinger.com. We're coming right back. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
Let's
see. That's Bob. I'm Tom. Chick McGee's over there at the Quality Drivers Sports Desk. Christy Lee, future truck driver.
That's me, baby. I'm going to be driving the big rigs.
We're going to get Christy over to Quality Drivers and learn how to drive the big rigs. Comedian Justin Willman has joined us in the studio.
Hello.
You may have seen him on Ellen. You may have been at the White House when he was there.
It's amazing.
He's here in the studio.
I was being dragged out of the White House when he was there.
Were you wearing a
I
cape?
wasn't supposed to be there.
I was not.
Did you ever buy a cape? You ever? Did you ever?
Gotta have a cape.
Oh man,
No cape.
It's
How about
a little
top?
on the nose for me. Like
Top hat?
A top hat. I do own some top hats,
Okay.
but I'm trying to help shed
Magic
that,
wand? Do you have a
shed
magic
that
wand?
image.
Magic wand?
I don't have a magic
The
wand.
tuxedo and the cape is traditional.
Those are the. I thought they required accoutrement
Magician.
for a musician.
Magician.
And
that
a musician as well. But I had that phase. We were talking about Lance Burton off the air. I had that Lance Burton phase where I would put that tuxedo on and make doves appear. But there's something about like when you're 14 and owning a tuxedo that just doesn't seem right.
You have to take care of the doves too.
And the doves, yeah.
A lot of work when you're 14.
You know what doves eat? Dove chow.
Dove chow. Purina Dove chow.
Purina Dove chow. I'm sure they do.
I'm sure they make it.
Now, you were a longtime host on television of Cupcake Wars. Which is now on Netflix.
It is.
Is
It
it?
is. The war rages on now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
9 years of production on the Food Network.
9 years.
Wow.
That might be America's longest war.
But you're a very slender man, so you never ate a cupcake.
Diabetes won the war, sadly, in the end.
Now, it's my understanding we're going to try to do another magic trick on the radio.
That is, your understanding is correct.
Since we don't know what you're going to do. Is this the kind we can do?
I thought this would be interesting for the listeners. This is a lucky die I have. I'll show, and we're filming this, so if they wanted to watch it later on,
this is a pretty big
stream,
die.
they could.
Half of
1 through
paradise.
6. Do you want to hand that to Bob down there?
To me? Oh, all right.
Let me tell you.
I don't know,
There's something strange
Chick?
about this.
Does that feel weird, Chick?
No, not at all, actually.
This feels like a regular die.
So, Bob, think of a number from 1 to 6. Don't say it, but turn it so that number's up, and then put your hand on the die.
Okay.
And tell me when you got a number that you like.
My hand
in there.
My hand is on the die.
Hands on the die, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So it's a number from 1 to 6. I want you just to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, monotone. And then we'll see if I can pick it up in your voice. Maybe the listeners will hear it as well. Just a tell, if you will.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wow, it was subtle. It was subtle. I'm going to say, because, that was funny, but I think the number you sped through was 2. I think it was 2. Is it 2?
It's 2.
It is 2. Okay. Because he went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is kind of a misdirect. Now maybe that was
Warlock.
He's a warlock.
Okay, how the hell that happened?
How did he do that?
You can try it again, but it gets harder every time because you get very self-aware of your voice.
That's a good trick. That's a nice trick.
It's a little psychological.
Here, you do it with Chick?
That's a gorgeous piece. That's a gorgeous piece of business.
Wow,
gorgeous.
Now what do I do?
Just
what do I do?
I'm going to look away. Think of a number from 1 to 6. Turn it so that number's up. Put your hand on it.
Okay.
Christy's watching me.
And put
very
my
closely
hand
right
on
now.
it.
She's on to me. She's like, "Where?
Okay,
no cheating.
Is
got
he
my
looking
hand
in a
on it.
mirror?
I'm not cheating.
Your hands on it.
My hands on it, baby.
Okay, I'm going to turn your way now. Is that all right?
Okay. Go
now
ahead.
you have to
say 1 through 6. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh gosh. Okay. See, that was your radio voice was very good. Go backwards.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
5. Is it 5? I felt something with 5. Please tell me it's 5. It'd be embarrassing if it's not. Zoom in. It's 5.
Okay, that's the greatest trick I've ever seen. We're hanging out with...
He's God. That's who that is.
We're hanging out with Justin
You're
Millman.
God.
We're doing...
Guy hauls back. Bam! Pops this guy in the temple.
10 years later, the magician wakes up out of a coma in the hospital and goes, ta-da!
Joining us in the studio, comedian Mark Eubanks. Did you go to college down in...
I went to college in University of West Virginia, Morgantown, West Virginia.
Oh, really?
I was a mountaineer.
Well, why would someone from Florida go to college in West Virginia?
Because you didn't have to be real smart to get into school there. Basically, showing up got you that piece of paper.
Valedictorian was a 2.0.
On the breathalyzer.
Comedian Greg Fitzsimmons has joined us in the studio. You're a New Yorker.
Yeah.
How's that going?
New York's good. Not bad. It's a strange place because no matter where you work or what you do, you come in contact with freaks. You know, I worked at a gas station for a couple of years, and the guy I worked with, strange man, former porno movie star from the 70s.
Really?
Yeah, he'd get confused every time he'd fill the tank. Halfway through, he'd pull it out and spray it all over the car. We lost a lot of good petrol.
Well, internet porn.
Well, there's photography.
You know, people don't go, photography. People don't go to porn shops anymore.
No?
You know, because of the internet.
Oh, that's true.
But I think you miss out on the social aspect.
Is there a social aspect to that?
Yeah, well, you avoid eye contact. Try to hide your titles. Tranny. Oh, no, I was working on my car. The other day, though, I was watching gay porn.
Uh-oh.
No, wait, I'm sorry. I was watching pro wrestling.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Hey, this is Frank Caliendo, and you're...
A few minutes.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Yo.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Hey, chick.
There's comedian Andy Woodhull.
Oh, hi.
He's here. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
There's Jess Hooker. She made us a quiche today.
Hi.
That is crazy good.
It's very good.
Very
Jess.
good.
Posting the recipe right now.
Excellent.
Nutty delicious. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
We were talking to Andy Woodhull about his golden retriever.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I got a golden retriever.
This is a big golden retriever room.
Mine's name's Darwin.
Darwin.
It's a girl, too, named Darwin.
Aww.
And people have a tough time with that, you know. People always are like, you know, it's a boy's name. And I have to be like, you know, it's a dog. I got a dog in my apartment building named Biscuits. How do you wrap your head around that one? She is a little gender fluid, though. You call her a good boy, she'll wag her tail.
Sweet baby.
We were talking about this thing now where they have these dog things where you have to brush your dog's teeth, and it's unbelievable.
They want fed too and
Walked. What is it?
What the hell?
Well, they convinced me to get a rattlesnake vaccine.
Oh, really? For your dog?
For my dog, yeah, because I live in California. They're like, there's a lot of rattlesnakes. You better get this rattlesnake vaccine. So I got it for her because I love her. I want her to be safe, you know. But then I just started thinking, like, I go on all the same hikes that she goes on. I don't have a rattlesnake vaccine.
Do they have one for people?
They won't even mention it to me.
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't know that was a thing.
I think it's like an don't you get that after the fact? Or you have to get bit
I always thought that if you get bit, then they rush the antivenom.
Right.
You can't take it before.
Oh, that was one of my favorite jokes of all time, where the guy rides back on the horse and says, they don't remember his buddy's been bitten, the male member.
What'd the doctor tell you?
He said, you're going to die. I love that joke.
Because the doctor said you have to suck the poison out. I bit him on his penis.
We were just doing
Time now.
All I know is I took my dog to the doggy dentist and he lied.
Today.
What'd your dog lie about?
My dog told the vet that he flosses every night. just like I do.
Didn't you take your cat, by the way, Gravy?
Yes.
Josh has a cat named Gravy.
That's right.
Didn't you take your cat to the, and it said, the vet said...
Hello?
Gravy had 5 penises or something?
What?
Was that right?
Sure. Yes. Yeah. Andy, I know this seems unlikely, but I do have a cat with five penises, and the doctor. I said, "Hey, vet, my cat has 5 penises."
That's right.
And the vet said, well, how do her pants fit? And I said, like a glove. You can see what the original joke may have been.
Now for today.
Nothing even resembling a joke.
In history.
Okay, let's see. I haven't looked at this.
May the 4th be with you.
Star Wars Day.
Let's see. 1953, Ernest Hemingway received the Pulitzer Prize for the vastly overrated book, The Old Man and the
It's
Sea.
a wonderful allegory about growing old.
Incredibly
I love
boring.
his short stories. Have you read his short stories?
Of course, yeah. Read In Our Time. It's much better.
You're the
Read Movable Feast. That's fun.
Nobody's read that.
I have.
You read Movable Feast?
Yes.
If I
Sat
read
in
it, that'll be
France, I
double
love
the
it.
people
Okay,
who
happy
read it.
birthday. Your favorite, Christy.
Yeah.
Audrey Hepburn, born in this state in 1929.
Giraffe neck, yeah.
Chick, did you know the book A Movable Feast is about a hot dog stand?
I heard that.
I should have said hot dog cart. Cart. That's the joke.
Yeah,
it's
hot
movable.
dog stand would be just sitting there.
Exactly.
How movable
Time now
is that?
for things we learned today on the Bob and Tom Show. Full moon, of course, and there are barn owls all around my house and this morning, and I recorded it, and it sounded like this.
Andy, what do you think of that?
I'm ready to wake up. Beautiful.
And it scared my dogs. I didn't care for it. May the 4th be with you. Mother's Day Sunday, May 14th, a week from this Sunday. The smell of pot seems to be increasing.
Yep.
Pat Godwin had a song. I think we all love that.
The joke is that he smokes.
Rock and roll.
I've done it 10 times.
Proud. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductions. Tom has a problem, of course. Pajamas and Pearls party. Christy's going to do Saturday at 5:20.
Oh, you're just jealous.
For the
Yes, he is.
You are.
I am jealous.
You want to go?
Nobody asked me for a party.
You can come if you would like.
I'll give you $100 if you go to that.
Swear to God, get a
Can I
video.
wear a
I'm
wig?
in on that.
A fancy
Wear
hat.
a wig.
I could wear a fancy hat.
I even have pearls that will fit you. I think.
Yep. I think I'm supposed to say here I've got a pearl necklace that'll fit you.
I am bringing in pearls for you tomorrow.
Oh, well, I think I should.
Wear a black T-shirt so it'll look good against your skin.
The Anglophile that I am, I think I should wear pearls for the coronation
Sure you should.
of my king.
Of course.
You're exactly right. Saturdays, of course, continue to be brutal for Tom.
Awful days.
Unbelievable. Just the worst.
Longs for Monday morning.
So I get back at
Soccer, swimming, lacrosse.
my
Where
God.
does it
Away
end?
from all that, kids.
We met the royal chef for the coronation, Sebastian Biastad. That's B-I-A-S.
You love that.
I don't know why.
As indifferent as we all are.
You're just staring at me. I would watch a goat fight. And Al Jackson had a quiz for Tom. And Kakin.
And Tom, Bob Zaney will be in North Dakota this weekend?
That's what I heard. That's what I heard, Tom.
Oh, that's mean.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.